Hello. Hi. Shit, I fucked up. They can't hear you yet. I fucked up. That's my bad. There. Talk.
Hello?
There it is. Cool. Alright. But now the music's gone. Oh, and now it's back.
You're
Now
breaking everything. Good
now
job.
it's back. Okay.
How did you mess my name?
What?
You named me Pillar.
Oh, no, I did that on purpose.
That may have been my idea.
Yeah, that was totally, Kilp. Kilp told me to do that.
So the answer was about 10 seconds. That's how long it took him to notice. Good.
10 seconds,
Good to
yeah.
know.
Yep, no, we figured that out. Alright. Well. Getting started then. I just am quickly going to check and make sure that this is still working.
I like you, Jazz. You're streaming Twitch over Discord.
What?
You're streaming Twitch over Discord.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Just
I
before
know.
you spoil
I
the
know.
entire plot.
It's Twitch. It's not. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The plot isn't in the Twitch.
Get Rex by.
Okay. So. Welcome. Cool. So, we are missing one of our party members today, unfortunately, but we'll make do. So I didn't really plan how to start this. But yeah, so we got Kilp.
Yo.
Yo. Spy's here too.
Spy is here.
That's Spy. And Swag.
Hello.
Hey, cool. So that brings us to the actual game, I guess.
Okay, wait, hold on. I forgot to ask this before we actually started, but can I use real dice or do you want us to use Roll20?
I will trust you for now, but if you start pulling like thousands of 20s out of your ass, then we'll think about it.
What if I
just rolled-
always roll ones? Because I seem to be good at that.
Then
I just rolled a nat 34.
yeah, that, we're gonna have
Impressive.
we're gonna have some issues if that happens. But for now,
Real dice.
we'll say that I trust you. So
Awesome.
you can roll real dice, you can roll in Roll20, you can roll in whatever you want. I trust you.
I'm gonna roll real dice for once.
We're here to have fun. If you guys really want to fudge it, I don't think you'll have fun with it. So it's just up to you.
What if
Yeah,
I
that's
fudge it to
pretty
be
lame.
lower than I rolled?
Then you're probably you might die. And if you die, I don't feel bad at all. Let's put it that way. Alrighty. Let's
Guys, I have 12 sets. Which of my 12 sets should I use?
7.
My,
Set number 34.
Yeah.
I should use my 4 metal sets.
I
Alrighty.
just realized the box my dice came in is the perfect box to actually roll the dice in. I'm a genius.
Do you imagine that?
Okay. Alright. Are you guys ready to start?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. So, first off, anyone watching, welcome to Amostifan. This is a world that I have created over the past month. It's new D&D campaign. I've never DM'd before, so this is my first time DMing. You guys are going to be watching my perspective, so you'll be able to see all my notes, all my maps and everything. So a little bit of an insight on how that works, or how I think it works, because I don't actually know, because I've never done it before. So the way I'm going to do it, how about that? So, yeah. So, welcome to Amostifan. Spy. Was that you?
What? What?
Who just banged plates?
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Alrighty. Okay. Cool. So, where do we start? Well,
I don't know. You're the DM.
I know. That wasn't a question. That wasn't a question.
See
All
you
right.
guys next week.
I'm gonna monologue now, so if you guys want to shut up.
You can mute us whenever you want.
I don't have hotkeys set up, okay? It's too much effort. It's physically too much effort to do. I don't want to do it.
I'll just mute Jazz.
Ah, perfect.
Alrighty. Oh, there's my Discord. Alright. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well, where to begin? Roughly a month ago, the Daybreaker, a trade ship commanded by Captain Francis Tasson, left Dunlo. Dunlo Bay en route for Trattler. Tucked away in the back of the Wavy Way Inlet lies the trade capital of Amostifan. A land of legend, known to the rest of the world as the Titanic Graveyard. It is said that the lands were once ruled by giants who stood hundreds of feet tall. Giants who were wiped out by a great eruption that coated the entire continent in roaring hot magma. The legends say that all life was wiped from the continent in a matter of hours, while the magma rampaged through the valleys till it reached the ocean. All life gone. But 4 trees. 4 trees, the trees of power. The trees granted life back to the lands of Amostifan. Just in a few short years, Amostifan flourished with life greater than it had ever before. Valleys filled with green, forests loaded with the tallest of trees, rivers raging with strong rapids. Amostifan had never been so alive. Naturally, with the new flourishing life, farmers flocked to the luxurious fields and valleys to grow their crops. Miners ran for the untouched mountains, and monsters took refuge in the dense forest. Thousands of years later, rumors have begun to spread of Amostifan dying. The life being sucked out of the lands. And Discord notifying me of something. Ruining the mood. The life being sucked out of the lands. This is where our story begins. As the sun begins to crest the horizon, you smell the bitter saltiness of the Southern Ocean. A smell you've gotten used to, sailing the seas for a month. You awake hearing the loud, booming voice of Captain Tasson. Land ho! Amostifan ahead, all hands on deck. Workers start rushing up from the barracks to the main deck, among them a deckhand named Cullen Moonridge, who tends to one of the sails. Peller, one of the ship's mechanics, starts his day fixing some of the bars in the brig that have shaken loose from the battering waves on the hull over the long journey. In the brig, there are 3 prisoners. A goblin who stowed away on the ship, but his curiosity got the best of him and he was caught whilst exploring the storage room shortly after departure. The second being a shifter, who was successfully hidden for about a week till they were caught sneaking food. The third is one of the deckhands, who's been very ill for the past week. He was placed in the brig by command of the captain to assure an outbreak doesn't occur. His condition is worsened, he has developed a very nasty cough, and everyone is more annoyed by day. He mostly sits huddled around the corner, bundled in some blankets. He hasn't eaten in a few days, and people are starting to worry about him. Although, with everything happening on the ship, the only thing that's out of the ordinary is the ability that you guys are able to see land for the first time in weeks. And with that, what do you guys want to do? You can unmute now.
Well, I think you should turn Discord on to streamer mode so that you don't get notifications.
I think I should just turn off notifications, because my streamer mode doesn't actually turn them off because I set it to that.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I can turn. Never mind. We're good. Okay. That's my bad. But hey, what do you guys want to do? Also, when did my stream end? What?
It's still going.
Not the no, like my Discord stream.
Discord one.
Like a couple seconds ago.
What the fuck? I didn't do. Oh, I don't know. I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, music's back.
There we go. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do?
So I will immediately get off the boat. We are on land now, correct?
No, you're in the middle.
Okay.
You can see the land. You're not.
I can see the land.
You can see it like in the distance. It's not like
Okay.
ever close. You're probably a few hours away from land still.
Okay. I'll walk over to where I can see the land best and just stare straight ahead. with,
Awesome.
I assume multiple other workers.
Yeah, no, workers have flocked to the front of the ship, just kind of admiring the land. Most people have never been here before. It's a new area, or it's not a new area, but it's just this ship. This is a new ship that hasn't done much trade before, so it's its first journey to Amostifan. I don't like this music. I'm sorry. I'm
Jazz,
change
if you tab out of your YouTube, we can't hear it anymore.
it. Oh,
You need to keep it on like a separate like monitor or something.
can you still hear it?
Right now, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll just keep it up then. Okay. Yeah. So.
Okay, so bit of a confession. My internet cut out right in the middle of you giving your monologue.
Lovely.
Did we know where Yask was, or I know
Yask?
Heller's like fixing bars or something.
Yeah, you don't know anything about anyone named Yask.
Cool.
So am I on my own or am I with?
You've been instructed by the captain's asked you to fix like repair some of the bars in the brig. Just they've kind of shaken. They're not broken, but like they've started to shake loose.
Are you fixing the bars on my cell?
All of them. They're all just shaking loose. So they're just like he's been asked to fix to stop them from rattling, pretty much.
I'm gonna need you guys to step back while I work on these.
Oh shit.
I'm just like sitting in the center of my cell, cross-legged.
All right. Peller, you do notice as you approach the ship that the sick passenger is in the back of his cell, like right in the back corner. He's coughing. He's doing much worse than he has for quite a while.
Are you doing okay?
I'm fine. I've just. He's wheezing. He's like, you can almost feel like he can't even breathe, but he's insisting that he's fine.
Damn it all. Come here, get closer.
He tries to stand up, but he ends up kind of just the best he can do is a bit of a crawl. He's got a bit of a blanket like huddle over him, and he just kind of crawls over, and he's just coughing like just like the worst cough you've ever heard.
I reach out to try and make contact with him. Does he get close enough?
Yeah, no, he gets close enough to the bars. Yeah.
I lay my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I don't cast my magic for people very often, but you seem like you need it.
Thank you. All right.
We're gonna get to land soon. We'll get you a doctor.
I'm fine. Trust. It's fine. And he's just kind of like falls over and like rolls back into his corner where he was and just kind of huddles up in a ball, covering himself with his blankets.
Can I make a medicine check to see if maybe I recognize the symptoms?
You can, yeah.
Alright. First roll of the campaign.
First roll of the campaign.
I'm gonna do this one in roll 20.
Okay.
Alright. Not bad.
Damn.
No, there we go. Dirty 20. You
30-20 first roll.
you can't it's nothing that you've seen before, but you can certainly tell he's far from okay. Something's plagued him, and he's getting worse and worse by the minute. It seemed to have accelerated. Like you've known he's been sick for a while, but it's just recent. It's just starting to accelerate. It's just getting worse and worse.
Someone must be looking after you, because if we were to be delayed even one more day, I don't know, you'd make it.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Trust me. And he huddles back in, and he just completely curls up in a ball.
I stare at him for a little bit while I do my job.
Okay.
And a few seconds go by, and I stand up from my kneel. Well, this one's done. I'm gonna move on. You take it easy and move over to the next cell.
Cool. I never did ask. Can I get everyone's passive perception, please?
Yeah. Do you want us to say it out loud or just write it down in the Discord?
You can say it out loud. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Alright. I've got 12.
12.
I have 14.
14.
And I have 16 for insight if you need that.
I have to. How do you determine passive wisdom? That's the one thing I didn't write down.
It's 10 plus your perception modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, 11.
11. So 12, 11, and 14.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kill.
Did you want passive insight as well?
No, it's fine. That's fine for right now. Kill. Or I guess Kizuki, you begin to notice as Peller moves over to the next cell, you start to notice him like starting to shake, like in the corner, like he's violently shaking.
Peller?
No, not Peller.
What, Peller shaking?
The guy. No, the guy. Well, you know this guy to be his name is Stanley Corbett. You would have come to know him over the past week that he's been across the cell from you.
Oi. When are we getting ashore?
Who are you asking that?
Heller.
Okay.
Should be just a few hours now. We're very close. Most of us workers are just off duty, watching the horizon.
This one's not looking well.
Yeah, I suppose if there's any delays, he may not make it, but I've done what I can.
As you guys kind of look at him, and he's just still shaking violently, you start to notice like the blanket that's wrapped around him kind of start to flutter up from his back, and then from that fluttering erupts two massive wings just erupt from his back and just kind of encase him like a cocoon.
Oh.
Right.
And he just sits there. He's just completely huddled in. These massive wings completely encasing him.
I wipe off the hand that I touched him with.
Yeah, no, that's... All right. He just kind of sits there for a sec, and then he starts kind of grumbling and moaning. Just
You're
like
right there.
You just hear it getting louder and louder. And
I'm gonna stand up and back to the other side of my cell.
okay, all right.
So is he in the same cell as Kizuki?
No. You guys,
So
you
he's
guys
on
each have your own individual cells. He's in the cell across from Kizuki.
Okay. Is there anyone of authority near here, or have they gone as well?
Sorry?
Is there anyone like a watcher who keeps track of the cells?
There's a few not really it's a trade ship, so there's not really anyone posted, but there's a few other people that are kind of just rushing through the cells, grabbing stuff out of the storage areas, and just kind of heading back up. It's a pretty like common area to get between the storage and the deck. It's not a prisoner ship, so the brigs are small and just kind of in the middle of the ship, not taking up too much space.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep working on these cells. What's your name? I say to the shifter. I think. Is Kazuki the shifter?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would I give my name to the person who... Not, I guess, but... I guess you didn't do it yourself.
I have nothing to do with this, sir. I assure you. I'm just here making shoes and clothes for the people on the boat. I happen to have a certain set of skills and some other things, so they asked me to come fix these up. I won't be here long.
Fair enough. I'm Kizuki. What about you? What do they call you?
My name is Peller. I am an artificer. I can make just about anything you could imagine.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
As you guys are having this conversation, the cocooned guy in the corner, he begins to shake more, and then the wings kind of elongate themselves, and they take up pretty much the entire cell. And he stands up, and the wings are just facing the back of the cell, and they cover pretty much the entirety of your view. You can't see him. You just see these massive dark wings.
How do you feel about getting me out of here and we go tell some people about this? Because this doesn't look safe anymore.
You hear one grunt from him, and he goes, "Time has come." And he just shoots up through the deck of the ship, out of the top. The wood splinters everywhere. There's a massive hole about 10 feet wide in the top of his cell, and he just shoots up into the top of the deck. At this point, everyone on the ship turns around, and they just see this black, demonic winged beast fly up through the air and just kind of float above the ship.
Oh, how many people are, like, locked up right now?
There's only 2 more now. One of them has escaped.
One of them has escaped.
Yeah.
So Kizuki and then some other...
There's a goblin. There's a goblin in another cell.
Okay. I see this happen. That's probably not for the best. You know, it's not my place to do this, but just don't let them know it was me. And I do, like, am I able to unlock them? Like, was I given keys, or are there keys?
The keys
nearby?
are hung up like 5 feet away. You could easily grab them.
Yeah. All right. So I grabbed them, and I first unlocked Kazuki's cell. You better not cause any trouble. And I then.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Kazuki,
It's
once
very
you're
appreciative.
once you're let out of the cell, everything that you had on you when you came aboard the ship is just kind of tucked away in the corner, so any of your weapons or anything that you had, you can go over and grab. They're accessible to you now.
Oh yeah, I'm grabbing those.
All right.
I like hold the key set tight, and I actually infuse a little bit of my own magic into it. From now on, until I decide to dispel this, anybody who touches the keys will hear a recorded message explaining why I unlocked the cells.
Okay. That's cool. Cool.
What did you just do to that?
Just making sure I don't get in trouble for this.
Ah.
All
You're
right.
planning ahead. You're smart.
So, Cullen, you are on the deck of the ship. So you see this monster just pop out, and he kind of like flutters around a little bit, and then he just perches on the middle sail and just stares down at you. And you can just get it. You get a sense down your back. You get a really bad feeling down your back.
I move around to try and like position myself. Is he just focused on me specifically?
Not on you. He's just staring at everyone. Like a panic has arose. There's like people are running around the boat trying to get to the other side of where it is and trying to get down into the ship, into the hull, and get away from it. And it's just he's kind of just eyeing out everyone, getting the lay of the land.
Is he obviously going to be a threat?
He doesn't look happy. He's kind of drooling from the mouth and just like nothing too like menacing right now. It's just he looks mean.
Okay, I'm gonna just start shifting around the deck, trying to like not be too crowded by people if possible. And
Okay.
then I want to slip my hand into my pouch and just ready to throw a dagger when I
Okay.
feel necessary.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Are Kazuki and Pella, are you guys gonna make your way up to the top of the ship?
Yep. I unlock the goblin from his cell, and I lead Kazuki through the ship since I know how to make my way through.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. I guess.
Cool. So as you guys make your way up to the ship, you come out kind of on the back end, and you can see, if you look up, you can see the beast just perched on top of the center mast. He's got his wings extended, he looks massive. Captain Tassan is just sat there at the wheel in kind of awe, just staring up, and he turns around and he looks at you, Peller, and he just goes, "What the fuck happened?"
I'm not entirely sure, Captain, but this person was locked up in our brig. He was immensely sick, and I...
Wait, that's Stanley? That thing is Stanley? Yeah, you would have known that was his name.
Okay, yeah. Yes, sir. I have no idea what might have happened to him,
Oh god.
but this doesn't bode well.
Can someone do something about it?
All right.
Also, what is he doing out? And he points to Kazuki, and he's like, "What is the stowaway doing out? What's up with this?"
I take out like a little like metal cube from my pocket,
Okay.
and like I don't answer him, and I toss it to the ground in front of me, and it kind of like more shifts into like a mechanical dragon.
Ooh. All right. And then he's even more. He's like, "What the fuck is that? What? Oh, this is my first. Oh god damn it! I shouldn't have become a captain. This is bullshit." And he just kind of like steps away from the wheel, kind of like in a whole like I quit type fashion. Like he just puts his hands up and he just walks to the back of the ship and just kind of stares out broadly in the back.
A little bit of light, like it's almost like liquid light just seeps out from between my teeth and my fangs. I'm like, well, you asked me to do something about it, sir. I'm doing something about it.
And he just kind of walks away. Yeah, so this thing just is sitting up there, and as all three of you were kind of looking up at it, it just kind of does a 360, eyes around the entire area, and then just lets out a nasty scream, and it like piercing eardrum type scream, just so loud and horrible you have to cover your ears, and it just flies straight up and then plummets down, and then just on the deck it just starts eyeing you two up, Kazuki and Peller, just staring at you. And with that, I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Make sure you move the little bookmark over to...
I know how to do roll 20. I spent like an hour figuring it out.
Oh my god. I rolled a 2, like a pretty much 2 that fudged, so I re-roll it, and then it was another 2.
Another 2. All right.
But total, that's 5.
It's 5. Okay.
Great first initiative roll.
Great first initiative. Yep.
My initiative is also 5.
Also 5. All right.
Me too!
Are you
Oh my god!
Are you kidding me?
And now we get to learn everyone's dexterity.
Yep, so
You telling me everyone rolled a 5?
yeah. So
Okay.
I have a +2.
I have a
Okay.
+3.
I have a +5.
God damn it!
You have a plus... What?
You have a
How'd you
+5?
Oh wait,
should
that's my
have six
saving
then.
code. That's
You're
fine.
shitting me!
I have a +3 to also roll a
Wait.
5.
Okay, so I'm last, but those two have to
I have a
Um,
7. I have a 17.
Wait, you have a 7? Wait, what?
My dexterity is 17.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you rolled.
I have
Okay,
plus 17 to dexterity.
so
dex.
all 3 of you guys rolled 5.
Yes.
I
Can you
don't.
stop naming me?
No, okay, that's just your thing. That's just your thing. I didn't do anything.
Can we give the characters names so I'm not here? The turn order looks awkward. I'm sorry.
Huh?
The other two people don't have names, so like it's just blank space in the turn order.
They have names on my. Is that
Really?
fixed?
I only see my name.
I have.
You said it's to see names.
Everyone has names on my end.
I only see my own name.
Yeah, me too. By the way, you're gonna like this. Shorston also has a 5 because he has the same initiative as me. So.
Okay. Okay. I don't like that. This is going phenomenally. Okay, so whose dex is who? Who's the highest dex?
It's gonna be Kilp, me, Spy.
Kilp, you, Spy. Okay.
That is correct. Okay.
All right. Kilp, this thing drops to the ground and just screeches so loud. It's a massive ship, by the way. Also, why do you guys?
See that?
Who gave out a second model for Kilp?
Oh, we're over here. Oh,
Yeah, you guys are at the back of the ship. You're kind of like standing up by the wheel. Shorson kind of got thrown out in front of Spot.
Okay.
This is a massive ship, by the way. It's a ship that's like 200 feet long, so it's quite large. So,
Alright.
Kilp, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna draw my katana,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run like over here, jump over the deck to get to the ground floor, and then
Okay.
I'm
That's- yeah.
going to throw a dart at it.
Throw a dart at it. Okay. Roll the hit.
It's gonna be a 21.
21. That hits. Roll damage.
5.
5 damage. Okay. Cool. Do you do anything else? Do you have any movement left? Bonus action?
Just run up a little bit more.
Run up a little bit more. All right. Cool. So that brings us to, where did the turn order go?
And before you ask, I
is.
do have a movement speed of 40.
Okay. Okay. And then that is going to be Peller. What do you do?
Okay, I am going to just move
Or
forward.
wait. Isn't it Peller first?
First of all, I was supposed to go after.
Oh, I fucked up. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Sorry. Go
That's why I
ahead.
tried to
Go ahead then. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just gonna move forward more towards the steps. I'm
Okay.
not going to jump over the ledge.
No jumping. Okay.
No jumping.
No jumping.
Let's see here. And then I am just going to attempt to throw a dagger.
Attempt to throw a dagger. Cool. Roll the hit.
That is a 16.
16 hits.
All right.
Roll your damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Drop
Oh
my
no.
thing. Okay. 2.
2. Okay.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. That's true. Cool. Peller.
Okay. Is there anything within this range of me that is loose and weighs like 1 to 5 pounds? Just like whether it's like spare wood pieces or anything like junk.
There's a few like hooks and whatnot, like over by the ropes over in this area here. There's a few like metal hooks that would kind of be used to hold on to docks when they dock up. There's also just a few boards that are just laid out about like on the front over here, and then the captain's actually left his compass on top of the wheel there that you could grab as well.
I will cast Catapult. I can choose any object that isn't being worn or carried and isn't nailed down.
Okay.
It immediately just gains a velocity and trajectory towards the enemy within 90 feet. So I believe that would reach.
Yeah, that would reach. Yep.
So the enemy has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Just to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. This will be so much easier when I get my actual dice. That's gonna be a 7 to fail, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
All right.
He's going. Ooh, nice damage. He takes
Nice damage.
18 bludgeoning damage.
18 bludgeoning from a. What did you throw at him?
Just like the compass.
The
honestly.
compass? All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's
But
a powerful compass.
It went so fast.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Okay, cool, awesome.
And I will.
And
I'm
then
gonna just like move like back here, maybe getting half cover. I don't know if it'll give me
Yeah,
half
no,
cover, but
you-
I'm going there.
you'll have half cover from there, from the wheel and the mast together.
And that will be my personal turn.
Okay, and then Shorson.
Shorson, is this guy in the sky or is he like on the ground?
No, he's on the ground. He's dropped down.
All right. Yo, he's gonna move up over there, and he's just going to, like, the dragon like kind of runs over, and it just like lunges itself into the enemy and
Okay.
claws at it
All right.
for my spell attack modifier to hit. That's nice.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Roll the hit. 10. That's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. Shorson runs up and just kind of like pattering down on his feet on the wood, runs up and just goes to claw at it, but it moves its wing out of the way, and he misses. And is there anything else that Shorson can do?
Or where was he? He was like up here. I'm checking to see how much movement he had. He could not have made it any further, unfortunately. Okay, so yep, that's gonna be the turn.
That's his turn? All right, cool. So, it's this thing's turn.
Did he go after us?
He rolled a 2.
Amazing.
That's why
Dude,
I was
I
like,
did not,
what the fuck?
I did not go into this initiative thinking I was going to be first with a 5.
I didn't go in when I thought all four of you rolled a 5. I was like, oh, this thing's gonna go first 100%, and then it rolls a fucking 2, and I'm like, lovely. That's beautiful.
To be fair, I also rolled a 2.
Yeah.
I just get an initiative bonus.
Yeah, lovely, cool. So, this thing takes.
I rolled a 3 and I was fast.
It got a dagger like right in the kind of chest from Kazuki, and he's not too happy about that. So he just takes one big step forward and leans back and just gonna claw at Kazuki. And that is going to be. It's gonna be so much easier when I have dice. I have to switch around fucking things all the time. It is just bullshit. This is just bullshit. RD 20. Ugh. There. Oh, this is pathetic.
Yeah, that does not hit.
It's
Wait,
a nine-
hold on, wait. I didn't see your roll.
A 9 to hit?
No, it does
No,
not hit.
it doesn't hit. Okay, cool. So it leeches back, and like it takes a big upswing to it, so you can see it coming. So when it leeches forward, you kind of like bend in at your stomach, and it just kind of goes through, doesn't touch you at all. And then it's going to lean back its head and try and attack you with its face afterwards, opening up its mouth with its beak. That is going to be a... That is a natural 19.
Ah,
So
that hits.
25 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool.
I never rolled 19s and I didn't.
No, you never rolled
No,
19s. Never. It's not like last session, all you rolled was 19s.
Imagine getting 5 natural 19s in a row.
Yeah, no
Never
kidding.
happened.
All right, yeah, so this thing attack, okay. Ooh, try not to kill Kilp right away.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
So it goes to claw you and misses, and then it takes that momentum from the miss, leans back, and then leeches forward and bites, and he just kind of catches a bit of your arm, and just as you pull out, you just take a bit of scraping. Like, it doesn't take too much out of your arm, but like it took a decent chunk out. But you have plenty of mobility, so. Yeah, so that is going to be... Actually, no, with it... It's going to move up into the air about 10 feet. And you guys...
I'm gonna have my defender use its reaction to...
You guys can take attack of opportunity if you want.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, you can.
That's gonna be a 11.
11, that does not hit.
Oh, no.
So as it flies up, Shorson tries to claw again at its wing, but it flaps it up and gets out of the way. Kazuki?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
6. Kazuki and Shorson, as it goes up, you guys both go to hit, but simultaneously the wings flap up and just the blades go underneath, and blades and claws go underneath as it soars and just hovers about 10 feet in the air.
I guess I should say I rolled a nat 1.
Cool.
I don't know if that does anything else.
You're not close enough to Shorson for it to have an effect on him. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hit himself.
I hit myself.
All right, and Kazuki, you can go again.
He's 10 feet up in the air?
He's 10 feet up in the air, yeah. What kind of weapon are you using?
I'm using a longsword.
A longsword, and how tall are you?
5'4".
5'4", so with a bit of reach and a long... You could probably, like, reach his toes, maybe his foot.
Okay, I'm gonna use a bonus action to use my shifter ability.
Okay.
So I get temporary hit points.
All right.
And then I have advantage on strength throws. Oh, on wisdom checks.
Wisdom checks. Okay, cool. Very
and no creature within 30 feet can make an attack with advantage unless I'm incapacitated.
All right.
And then I'm gonna like crouch down and like try and get like a running jump at this guy and attack with my katana.
Okay. Cool. You want to make an athletics check for me? Just to see how high up you jump. If you can successfully get high enough to him.
Oh my god, I rolled a 7.
A 7. A 7 will get you high enough to just, like, get his... Not quite, like, above his knee, like, just about his legs. So you can roll to hit.
Okay, that's a bit better. I rolled a 19 to hit.
A 19, okay, and that's actually good, because he had a bit of an advantage for being up. So, yeah, roll damage.
I have a question. I don't know if I can change this now.
Yes.
But like, long swords, you can wield with 2 hands.
You can.
Does that doesn't? I can just do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just do that. Yeah, it changes it from a D8 to a D10, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I believe you're a monk, right?
Yes.
I think you have a limit on two-handed weapons. I don't think you're allowed to use them.
Hold on.
Should be under Kensei.
Under Kensei? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I apologize if I'm, like...
No.
Getting... Okay. Yeah.
It says they can be any simpler martial weapon that lacks the heavy and special properties.
That lacks the heavy and special. Alright, okay, so then Kensei specifically can do it.
Cool.
Right.
Alright, roll the hit, mate.
Okay, so D10 then.
Or, not roll the hit, roll damage.
Roll damage on D10.
Yep.
Okay, it's gonna be 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage, alright. Cool. So you take a run up, you take a few steps back, but it's in the air, so it doesn't do anything. You take a few steps back, you take a run up, you leap up into the air, not only about 3 or 4 feet up in the air, but then you take a big two-handed slash with your sword, and you just catch its leg, and it's got a very strong leg. Like, normally if you had to hit that, like, you'd think with hitting it with that strength, it would have just chopped the leg off. But it just kind of bounces off, but it lets out a really, like, scream after you do that. It didn't like that. And do you do anything else with the rest of your movement, or?
I imagine I like run past it over here as I strike.
All right, cool. That's good to go. And then you're gonna end your turn there?
Yes.
Alrighty. Colin.
Okay, I am just going to keep moving forward.
Okay.
So I will move right here. Oh, I'll basically just inch up closer. I'm now about towards the middle of the boat.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm just gonna hang out for the time being because I don't want this big behemoth to focus me.
All right.
But I am, as a bonus action, because I am a mastermind rogue, I can use help from 30 feet away. So I'm going to give help to Kazuki, which will give Kazuki advantage on their next attack roll.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet.
Lovely. Also, that hole I just drew is where it came up through. It's
Okay.
Yeah. It's not nothing really of concern. I just thought I'd put that in. All right. You gonna end your turn there?
Yeah, I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Peller.
Heller. All right. While I was behind the mast, I'm here like loading a crossbow. I'm like, I've just used so
All
much
right.
magic already today, and I like turn over behind the mast, and I shoot out towards it with a crossbow. This is gonna be bad. Yeah. I shoot at it with my crossbow. I was getting a little bit like I was a little bit like hasty with it.
Okay.
And it like misfires.
How bad
Using
does
my
it misfire?
bonus action, I am going to command my defender to do stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it move next to Kazuki
Okay.
to defend Kazuki if it needs to.
All right.
And it will just take the dodge action.
Okay.
And I will
Cool.
move over here. Okay, that's my turn.
Cool.
And that's
And that's Shorson's as well?
Yep. Cool.
All right. So the thing's just taking a thing to the leg, and as it looks up, it sees an arrow just like whiz past it, and going through the sail, and it kind of looks out, and it sees you kind of like holding a crossbow, Peller, and he just kind of stares at you for a second, and then just leaches forward at you, charging at you with its beak open, going to strike your arm as it passes. And that's gonna be...
Mistake, bud.
Sorry?
Making a mistake, bud.
Okay. That's gonna be a 8 to hit. So it doesn't hit. It goes it charges at you. It goes with its beak to grab, but you move your arm out of the way, and it just kind of flies through. It's kind of like bent its wings down, kind of almost into the shape of an arrow, so it's really thin. So it just kind of like whizzes past your arm, and then as it passes you, it stretches out its wings, breaking it immediately, and it kind of lands on the ground behind you and turns around as a 360 and goes to slash at you with its claws. Rolling. I want my dice. This sucks, typing out this command so many goddamn times. Ugh. Rolling a 23 to hit.
A 23 to hit. That one will unfortunately hit me.
That one will unfortunately hit you? Alright. Cool.
You know you can just copy your command, right?
Yes, I'm aware. But it's a different command every time.
No, wait, you can copy paste things.
And that is a... Okay. Where the fuck did the channel go? Jesus. Ah. It's gonna be 4... That's unfortunate. Natural 1 for 4 points of damage to Peller.
Yes.
That's unfortunate. All right. So it's flown over here, and it's just going to end its turn right there.
All right.
All right, Kazuki.
Oh boy. Dang it. Okay, so I'm going to run. I'm gonna run. Oops. Oh god, I'm messing everything. I'm just gonna run to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
And then throw a dart at it from the bottom of the stairs.
All right. Cool. Roll the hit.
That's with advantage.
That is with advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Spy! It's the
It's
song.
gonna be a dirty 20.
Spy! It's the song.
Which one?
It's the one from. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No,
You
don't
know
worry.
the song.
I thought it was a different song, but it's the song I used in the ad for the campaign.
You just minimized your app. We can't hear it anymore.
God fucking damn it.
I got a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay. Dirty 20 will hit. Roll damage.
Oh boy, 4.
4. Damage is damage. I need a calculator. Fuck.
I want to add, I didn't add my damage bonus to my first attack, but if you
No.
don't want to add that,
Go for it. What was it?
So it should have been an additional 3 damage.
Additional 3 damage. I'll add that on. Cool. No worries. All right.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to run up the stairs.
Good on ya. All right. Yask. Or Colin, I mean.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to what's this thing's name?
Shorson.
Shorson.
I'm gonna move over to Shorson. It makes me feel very secure.
It's a big it's like the size of you. It's a big fucking dragon. Just
Yeah.
completely made of metal.
And then I guess I'm gonna throw another dagger.
Okay.
So I reach down and I pull out my dagger.
Roll
to
the hit.
which I roll a 18.
18. Oh, you Spy might have been a bit mad at you if you had failed that one. But 18 will hit. Roll damage.
All right, I'm gonna just do it in here because math is hard sometimes. Oh, 7 damage.
7 damage. Max damage. Hell yeah. Awesome. So you throw this. What is it? A dagger or?
The dagger, yes.
Okay,
I
so-
whip a dagger out.
So you run up next to this dragon, you kind of look at it and go, what the fuck are you? And you lean back and you throw a dagger right at it, whipping past Peller's head and just right into the chest of the beast. And it just kind of looks at it and just reaches over, pulls it out, and throws it off the boat into the water.
Dick.
You don't get that dagger back.
Peller, what are you doing?
I'm just
All right.
fuck.
So, all right. So this thing is like it kind of upset me because it came over and attacked me when it clearly could have just attacked Kazuki. You know. Anyway, so I'm like leaned up against this wall and I see the dagger go into its chest. He pulls it out. I like grab at him and I'm like, I may have healed you earlier, but it's time I take that favor back. And anything in like I want to say this range.
Okay, so like in a cone, it comes out in a cone?
Yeah, anything in that range has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Cool. It's gonna be an 8, a fail.
All right.
It's gonna fail that.
I rolled.
I want my dice. My guy's rolling so bad. He rolled even worse on his health. Like fuck, it was bad.
He takes 7 radiant damage as
Oh.
like this liquid like light that was seeping from my mouth earlier. I let it out in like a dragon's roar, and he gets
Okay.
enveloped by it and like melts over him as the radiation just kind of like gets to him.
Okay, you do that, and he kind of just like leans back into it and just takes it. And then, is that a consistent effect or is that end? Is that instantaneous?
That was instant. It was
Instant.
just
Okay, so it's just like a blip
Yeah.
thing? Okay, so he takes it and then he leans forward and he just kind of goes, so we've come to play, have we? He just kind of starts he's got like a tongue that's about probably 5 inches long, and he just kind of like, it falls out of the side of his mouth and he just wraps it around his beak and then back into his mouth, kind of getting a bit of slobber on you. It's really gross.
Okay.
And Shorson.
Shorson, he will move an amount of distance.
And I guess you have movement if you want to use it.
Yeah. Shorson's gonna go right over there.
Okay.
And is that 1 square or 2? That's 2 squares away. Unfortunate. And he's just gonna, take the dodge action.
Okay, he'll take the dodge action. And that will bring us to his turn.
I
So,
want to say now that Shorson is left, I am very much more uncomfortable.
very much more uncomfortable.
I'm much more scared. My security is gone.
So this thing was completely eyeing up Cullen over by the mast until this beam of just, he doesn't even know what it was, just hits him and he just kind of, and then he looks at Peller and just says that he's going to regret that. And then he just leans into him nice and close into his face. And then in a split second opens and closes his beak trying to grab his face.
Don't eat his face.
Don't eat his... Not my face! Not my face!
Oni-chan, not the face.
Oni-chan, not the face. It's
God.
Why the fuck is he rolling so bad? Okay. With a natural 1, he opens his mouth so big, his tongue falls out. He bites down and he just bites his tongue off and it falls down at your feet. And it just kind of like squirms there for a second, pulsating, and he just starts bleeding black out of his mouth and he's just like, oh! And he takes, exclamation mark, RD. I'll give him the damage. He takes 6 damage from biting his own tongue off.
It's like the most damage that's been dealt to him.
No, the 18 at the start fucking was a lot.
Oh, that's right. There was a lot.
And he just kind of like stares at his tongue for a second, and then he looks back up at Spy, and he just tries to like throw him a bit. Like he kind of backhands him with his talons. And please don't fucking roll bad again. This is the most pathetic first fight ever. A 2! Why a 2?
Hey, to be fair, this is great for us.
It really is. He fucking leans in to fucking do a backhand at you, but you can see this coming from a mile away from like how the big windup he does. You just take like a step back and lean up against the backboard, and he doesn't even realize because he's turned his head. He flings himself around, and with the momentum, he slams himself into the side of the boat here. Just kind of like pushes himself over with his momentum, and he's just kind of leaned over the boat. And one of the spikes of like one of the pillars in the boat, in the side of the boat, actually pushes up against the hole in his chest that Cullen made with the dagger, and he takes... He takes 4 damage from that. Cool. And he just kind of leans over the boat, staring down at the water, watching Cullen's dagger sink to the bottom, and he ends his turn. And he is not facing anyone, so you guys can all have advantage on attacks against him.
Oh boy.
And he'll end his turn there.
This guy sucks.
And my phone just fell over. There goes my camera. Hello? I think
Hello?
we're good. I think we're good.
You
We're good.
You good?
I'm good. Continue. Keep going.
Okay. I see him like fall over the side of the railing, and like this is my chance. I'm gonna like dash right through him, using my katana, and I'm just gonna go for that attack.
All right.
And I have advantage, right?
You do have advantage, yes.
Okay, good, because I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Okay, a natural 19's a bit better.
Natural 19's much better. One off of nat 1 and one off nat 20.
Yes, that's 24. And then
All right.
gonna roll damage.
Roll damage.
It's gonna be 11, and then I'm going to spend a key point to make an extra to make 2 unarmed strikes as
Okay.
my bonus action. And unarmed strikes are they're dex for me.
Yes.
One is gonna be a 7. Oh wait, do I get advantage on both of them?
Yeah, you get advantage on all attacks.
Okay,
Yep.
so first one's a 16.
Okay.
Second one's a 20. And then unarmed
Alright.
strikes are D4, right?
I think it's D6.
I think it's a D6. Yes. Actually, unarmed strikes
Yeah, I can pull up my other character.
are. Why is that not on the? I feel like that should be on the sheet.
It's a D6.
It's a D6. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, it is here. Yeah, unarmed strike.
do I get-
Yeah.
Do I have a damage?
Your martial arts die? It's
Well,
a
my
D-
martial arts die is a D4,
Yeah.
but
okay.
unarmed strike, I can choose to use it or not. My normal unarmed strike is a D6, right?
That's at level 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So D4. Just a D4 then.
D4, and then I get to add my dex mod because monk, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one strike's gonna be a 5, and the other one's gonna be a 6.
Is that damage or to hit?
That's damage.
That's damage. Okay. A 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6, and then the 11 from the sword.
Okay. Cool. It kind of you run past it with your sword and you just slice through its back, cutting its wing like a big slice through both of its wings, and it just starts gooing black. It just starts leaking black goo out from those slices. And you turn around and you just punch it, and it just kind of just takes it and just leans back forward and falls back down on the side of the boat. And with that, we'll move to Yask. Unless Kazuki, do you want to move anymore? Do you have any more movement?
Nope, I'll stay right there.
All right. Colin.
Okay, I'm going to move under the deck of the ship, and I'm just going to, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna hide,
Underneath?
behind, under
Okay.
the bench.
Sure.
Or, that's not a bench. Whatever.
There's a bit of rope there that you could probably throw on top of yourself and try and disguise yourself as a
This is a rope.
As a
I am
rope?
a rope.
yeah.
I'm going to try and hide as a rope.
Try and hide as a rope. You can roll a stealth check if you want to see if
I
you
will.
successfully hide as a rope.
That is a 7.
A 7. You do not successfully hide as a rope. You kind of put it on your head, kind of like a toupee, and you just kind of sit there. You kneel down and just kind of sit down, and with the bit of rope on your head, it just kind of looks like you're having a bad hair day, and you're just sitting there, cross-legged on the ground with a bit of rope on your head, and
In my head, I think it's worked, and it looks really cool.
100%. You're just sitting there, and you're just staring. You're staring out, just like no one can see me. I am the rope. I am the rope. No one knows who I am or where I am, and you just kind of that's just what's going through your head. And is that you end your turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Peller.
Okay. So this thing has its back to me.
Yep.
Like, oh, you fumbled. And I pull from, it's strapped to my back. I pull out a great club, and I just, I just pull it over my head. It, hits the ground with a bang, and I grab it, and I, swing it over onto this, weird winged creature. You can see a magical aura over this great club
Okay.
as I have infused it with my magic.
All right.
And let's see, I will roll for the thing.
Roll the hit with advantage.
That's gonna be a 23.
23. All right.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Okay. Where's my D8? There it is. This is gonna be so great, guys. Oh, max damage. That's gonna be. That's gonna be 14 damage, 14 bludgeoning.
You can go ahead and describe its death.
So a second ago, I I like started melting away at his skin with my radiant breath weapon, and then Kizuki comes in and slices through the thing. And while it has its back turned to me, I pull out this immensely heavy great club. And normally I wouldn't even be able to hold it, but because I've infused it with my magic, it's like super light to me. And I lift it over my head and I smash him right down into the ground from behind. And he's like, his guts kind of like come out from his back and his stomach. He's just sat there, squashed like a bug.
All right. So this thing's just taken so much beating, its wings are ripped apart, and you come out, you pull out this big club, you plump it down on the ground, and you do a bit of a spin, and you just smash it down, and you just see this thing smush in the middle where its chest is kind of pushed up against the wood, and you just kind of flatten it up against the wood. His guts fly out, black goo sprays everywhere. A bit gets on you and Kazuki, and it's kind of you hit it so hard that it's kind of splits in half at where it's where it's touching the wood, and its top half with the wings just kind of fling over and fall into the water. And you just see as a black goo fills up the water space about 20 feet around it, and it just begins to sink down to the bottom of the ocean as its legs drop to the ground.
Oh,
damn it!
sorry.
Oh my darts!
I have a question. Was my first dagger stuck in it still?
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's... I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it took all my darts I threw at it too.
Cool. Yeah, that's I'm sorry. But
I am out of daggers.
they're gone. Yeah, so this thing's just kind of laying on the ground in a pit of black goo.
I look around. Can I see the captain anywhere? Was he like hiding somewhere?
The captain is fully just looking out, like he's kneeled down, kind of in this right in this back corner here. Oh wait, no, fuck, I got the wrong thing. He's kneeled down in this back corner here, and he's also trying to hide himself in the rope. Which, give me a sec. Which he is. Doing extremely unsuccessfully, even worse than Jasper. He's kind of just wrapped it around his arm a little bit and just been like, I'm the rope, please don't attack me. And he's just kind of quivering in the corner.
I look over at him. I'm like pointing at where I hit the ground with my great club. I'm like, hey, sorry if I broke that. I have many strengths, but woodworking is not one of them. And as I do that, I like sheath the great club, and I put my hand out, and Shorson kind of turns back into like the small tiny cube and like flies over to my hand, and I put it in my pocket.
All right, cool. The captain hears you say that. He kind of just like stands up a bit, still like having the rope tied around him and trying to like be tiny, and he just goes, Is it gone? Is it gone?
I took care of it. It's fine.
Okay, and then
I wouldn't have been able to do it with these two, without these two.
would have been able to do it without these two.
With these two.
I didn't need
Dude,
these fuckers.
If these guys were here, I totally wouldn't have been able to do that. No, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for these two helping.
He kind of steps up and he moves over and he comes over to you, Kazuki, and he goes, "Thank you for saving my ship. I'm very sorry I locked you in the brig."
I just kind of like turn my head to the side and just go like, and then I wipe the black ooze off of my katana and sheath it.
All right, cool. He's kind of like, you don't need to go back in there. You can roam freely on the ship from now on. I do apologize. And then he looks over to you, Peller, and he goes,
Don't, I didn't let a goblin go.
I'm sorry, the goblin. And then he sees kind of like at the other end of the ship, the goblin's just kind of running around like along the back wall here, just like running around above the hole, like looking down into
like
the
in
hole.
Circles?
Yeah, just kind of like circling the hole, just looking down into it and just being like, "Whoa!" And then the captain sees it and goes, "What the fuck? Why?"
Well, see, it was for their safety, and I expected them to help. One of them did.
And he's like, it is what it is. It's fine. He's a goblin. He won't be too hard to put back away. And then he looks at you, Cullen, and he goes, "Thank you for being the only one who didn't cower. All my other deckhands, I'm willing to bet, are pissing their pants down in the bottom of the ship right now. Thank you for that."
It's no problem at all. I like your rope trick. Great minds think alike.
Thank you. He doesn't know what you're talking about. He's like, just like, thank you, I guess. And then he screams out and he goes, "Everyone on deck!" And you start to hear footsteps as people start to file out from the entrance down to the bottom and just kind of file out onto the deck. He tries to like guide you guys up kind of in front of the ship's wheel here, and kind of like position the three of you. And as the people come up, they kind of form on the deck, and he goes, "These three saved our ship. They have our utmost respect. Please treat them with that." And yeah, is there anything you guys want to do? I guess Shorsen can get out of here now.
Yeah, listen, do we know where that man came from?
He was, I don't know much about the crew. They were just hired out. You could ask the guy who does the finances. He's should be down in my office. He hired everybody. I'm just commanding the ship. I know the waters.
See, trying to figure out if that was an innate ability of his, or if that was a curse placed upon him because he was very ill.
I appreciate you looking into that. Thank you. And people on the deck start cheering and going like, "Thank you!" And they see kind of like the black goo form in the back of the ship, and they're like, "Gross!" Just kind of like everyone's like kind of like doing like the not it to clean it up.
I'm like looking over at like the rest of the deck with everybody standing there. I'm like up here. They're all looking at me. They're like, "Thank you," and I get ready to say my words. I'm like, "For the rest of the day, my shoes are half off. Come see me."
And everyone kind of just like looks down at their own shoes and goes, "We need new shoes, thank you." Yes. And they kind of just file back up and start tending back to the ship. You guys are getting quite close to the rocks and to the shore. There is an inlet that you have to go into, so it's quite technical. So they're starting to get ready with the sails and everything to kind of like command the ship through the rocky inlet.
So I believe I haven't really met the two of you until now. I asked you your name, but not you, and as I say to Swed's character.
My name is Cullen.
Cullen. Nice to meet you.
Who might you be?
My job is to make
My name is Peller. I work on this ship, as do you. I make clothes and shoes, and I have a few other skills up my sleeve. I'm just here for maintenance. However...
I've definitely seen the skills.
Yes. Well, I appreciate the help, and I'll keep you in mind if anything else happens.
Please do. So how'd you make that dragon?
Oh, it took me a couple years to figure out the inner workings of it, but I've gotten good enough so that if he ever breaks, give me a night and I can stay up and work on it, fix it up in no time. He's my companion. He has a limited artificial intelligence, you might say. He does not think for himself, but he can follow orders just perfectly fine.
It's a better dog.
In the future, if we get into another scrap, stay near him. If you are next to him and something tries to attack you, he can body block.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Captain, how much longer until we get to land?
Looking at it, we're probably about 15 minutes or so from the rocks, but then once we're in the inlet, it's another about hour journey into Trattler. If you don't mind me asking, I do have some business in Trattler, if you could do it for me by chance.
All right.
I've seen your skills, and I'm very impressed. I trust you with my deeds.
I'll take this request. I do wish to take these two along with me.
Of course.
They have proven to be of use.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
What business do you have?
Some business with a old friend. Lord Keldrin is supposed to be meeting us at the docks. He's kind of runs things in Trattler, so he'll be able to inform you a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. So is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you just want to wait out the voyage?
I'm just like wandering around the ship now, looking at what everyone's doing.
Okay, yeah, this is the first time you've kind of seen the whole ship, because you've kind of been well, before you were put in the brig, you were just hiding out in the storage area, and you haven't really seen much of the actual deck. Maybe at night sometimes you snuck out and you looked around, but you haven't actually seen the deck, so you can totally look around and look at some stuff.
This sunlight thing is pretty great, not gonna lie.
How long were we out to sea?
It's been about a month now.
Dude, I haven't seen daylight in a month.
Well, you would have. There's some grates and stuff through the hull that like sunlight can pass through.
Yeah.
But
Every now and then, water splashes through.
yeah, the windier days when the waves come up on the deck, there's like some water that seeps down onto you. But you've seen sun. This is the first time you've actually seen the sun, the physical sun, though, in about 3 weeks.
I like make my way to head back to my post, and I like turn back around. I'm like, Captain, have we got any tea left? Hey, we've been out to sea a while.
Tea? Yeah, no, we got plenty of tea. We're out of rum though. All the guys were pretty into it, so we ran out a few days ago. But tea, no, we're plenty on tea. None of these guys drink any tea, so.
That thing snagged me back there, so while I treat my wounds, I would like to drink some tea. I'll treat these two as well.
Certainly. I'll come find you once I meet with Lord Keldrin.
Throughout the next hour, until we get to shore, can I short rest?
You can. You have plenty of time
Yeah,
to short rest.
I would
You
like to
also
short rest
are
as
gonna
well.
you're gonna be quite busy, Peller, having advertised half off shoes. So
Oh man,
So there's
does that mean I don't get to?
I'll say that the last hour of the journey you can short rest, but for the first like hour and a half, you're pretty busy with people
Okay.
coming up and asking for shoes.
Yeah.
But I'll say that you will be able to get one in.
I am short resting.
All right, you guys can all get a short rest. Technically, Kazuki and Cullen can get 2 if you want, but
I mean, I know I'm not really the DM, but does everyone know how to short rest?
Yes, I do.
Is there something else besides just rolling hit dice and doing
It's
other
just-
things
no,
that
it's
respond?
It's pretty much just
That's
hit die.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
I am not going to take a short rest. Instead, I want to just like go down to the storage room and like just frustratedly search to see if there's any just daggers.
Yeah, you can go down and look around. There is also you know that there's a cannon smith on board, a dwarven cannon smith who kind of tends to the cannons. They're older cannons that don't really work too well, so they have someone specially on board to tend to the cannons. So potentially, you've seen him handle weapons before, so you know that he might actually have some for purchase.
Yeah, I can take it to him. I'm good friends with Gorik.
I would very much appreciate it.
So you'll have to wait. I'm not even at my station, and I already have a lineup.
I suppose I should get back to my station too. So I go back to the sail for now. and just man it.
All right.
I'm gonna hang around Cullen and watch him like do the sail and like just kind of be annoying, you know?
There's also quite a few people that are kind of just like lingering around the hole, trying to kind of repair it a bit. Like they've pulled out a few boards and they've tried nailing him down and whatnot. But other than that, the ship's pretty quiet. Just people getting ready to go into the inlet.
By the way, Jazz told us not to, but I peeked and you're literally covering like 2 of the characters on your stream.
What?
Yeah, you see Zag and Yask.
What? What?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
on your stream, you can only see Zag's character and Yask's character. The other ones, oh, never mind.
What?
I refreshed and the video fixed itself.
Wait, what do you mean? What was wrong?
I don't know.
Was it like smushed? Like the bottom was cut off? Is it...
The resolution on mine was like
Oh,
weird, and I refreshed
okay. Because I'm like, everything's locked. Every single asset on this page is locked. I can't move it.
Okay, yeah.
Like, unless I go out of my way to move it, it can't move. So.
I was referencing Kazuki's health, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I was like, where is it?
All right. So, is that all you guys do, or like, Peller, do you like show them to the cannons to Gorik on the way to your shop?
Yeah. So like for the first little bit, like on the way. Yeah, sure. I'd like show them like where on the way.
All right.
Yeah. So I like see my post like over in the distance, and I see like 10 people already in line. I'm like, another like minute or 2 won't hurt, and I like lead. You know, the person whose name I didn't remember to Gorik.
Okay. So, is Kazuki going with you, Cullen? Are both of you going?
I'm
Sure.
going.
Okay, so Cullen and
just following
Kazuki
them around.
are going to see Gorik?
Yes.
All right, so you guys roll up. Gorik's kind of just chilling there. He's kind of like scraping a cannonball, just like kind of fixing it up so it's more round. He just kind of looks at you and goes, "Hey, so that was you guys that dealt with that thing up there, right?"
Yep. Your materials helped. Colin, this is Gorik Icemall. He provides me with a lot of my materials.
Nice to meet you, Gorik.
Nice to meet you.
He's quite a small dwarf, and he kind of just like he kind of like gets up on a bit of a stool, and he puts his hand out, and he's like, "So, what can I do for you?"
You see, the sea has eaten some of my daggers.
Oh,
All of them, in fact,
Shit.
and I need more.
daggers, you say? Well, I got a few of them. They're not the best. I could probably spend a bit of time sharpening them if you can wait like 10 minutes.
They're like
Nice.
minus 1 daggers.
I sure can wait.
All right. Do you have money? Or actually, no. I'm sorry. You saved the ship. It's on the house, plenty.
Yes, it was me that saved the ship.
Yeah. I greatly appreciate you, man. Like, thank you.
Gorik, have you been drinking again?
What kind of a question is that? You see this bottle? Is it full? You see a very large, like, bottle of whiskey that is completely empty. He's like, "Does that look full to you?"
Yeah, of air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Air. Wait, what? And he just kind of thinks about it, and he like looks at the bottle, and he's like, "This isn't full. What do you mean?"
It's full of air.
"I can't drink air. Fuck you, man." And he just kind of throws the bottle down, and he just kind of looks up at you, and he goes, "All right, how many daggers do you want?" "I got like, I think 4.
I'll take them all.
You take them all? All right, cool. Okay, so I just need like 10 minutes to sharpen them. That's all right?
Yeah, that's perfectly cool.
All right, and he kind of just like talking through burps is like, all right, okay, so and you need anything?"
Nope.
"Okay, all right, cool." And he just kind of turns around and he just starts sharpening daggers. He pulls another bottle out from behind and he cracks it open, throws the cork over his head and out behind you guys, and he just starts drinking, and Sharpening.
He has his own personal alcohol supply. The captain said there was none left.
None left for the people. Gorik's different. He came on this ship under one condition: unlimited alcohol.
Leave it to a dwarf.
Yep. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you just want to sell your shoes, take your short rest, and wait out the journey?
Well, I guess I probably can't make money off that, considering that's what I'm here for.
Off the shoes?
Yeah. Does that just go to the captain?
It does go to the ship. Yeah, it's the ship's materials. It's kind of like your services are just kind of paying for the trip and whatnot. Yeah.
All right. Well then, yeah, I don't really have anything else that I need to do.
Okay. Cool.
Just gonna go man the sails until the trip's over.
Alrighty. Kazuki.
I'm following Colin.
Okay. Cool. So about an hour goes by, and you guys can kind of take in the scenery as you go through. As you actually enter as you enter into Amostifan, as you come up to the kind of like very rocky peninsula that you have to thread the needle through, you can see out to your left there's actually a very sandy beach area with a hill, and atop the hill there looks to be a older style castle. It's quite monumental, and you kind of just stare at it for a second and go, wonder what's up there. And then to your right you can see a lighthouse that's old and decommissioned. It's kind of like falling apart. It's far away, but it's like so broken that you can tell it's broken from like the kilometer or so you are away. About half a mile for Americans.
I appreciate it.
And yeah, so you can see a lighthouse over there, and you just kind of like everyone's kind of looking over the edge of the boat, like as you go through this passage, just making sure that you're not hitting any rocks or anything. And let me just. Natural 20. You successfully make it through the rocks, not hitting anything, not scraping up on anything, no worries. And once you enter, you can see this large harbor, and there's a big like kind of gravelly gray island with a few small mountains on it. To your right, and then dead ahead of you, you can see a kind of jungly looking island, like it's sandy with some trees. That one's way in the distance. It looks quite tiny. You can't even quite tell what kind of trees they are. You can just see some green on top of some sand, and then to your left you can see another inlet. And as the ship starts to turn towards that direction, you can tell that that is the way that you're actually going. And the ship turns into the inlet, into the Wavy Way inlet. The ship has to like steer around a bit, and then it opens up into this large bay, and you can see at the end of the bay the city of Trattler. Quite large city, not incredibly big, but there's a massive harbor with ships lined up, and a smallish quite town with a bunch of vendors, and then atop at the back there's a bit of a castle area, and as you come closer and closer, the ship begins to slow. As the people of Trattler see you guys approaching, they start moving a ship down and clearing a path for your entry, and you successfully enter into the harbor, tie yourselves up, and kind of the workers are kind of like, oh, that's a good day's done, and they start going down into the bottom of the ship to grab their things and head into town to rest at the taverns. It's starting to get night. It's probably about, say, 7 or 8 o'clock in the summer months, so it's still light out, but it's getting late.
Well, are you two going to be tagging along?
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely will be.
The captain asked me, well, you were there, the captain asked us to find his friend. I believe Keldrin was his name.
Yeah, you can. Are you guys gonna head out onto the deck of the ship?
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys head out onto the deck, the captain kind of waves you down and goes, "Hey, over here!" He calls you over to the back of the ship, and he just goes, "We got here a bit later than expected. I don't think Keldron's gonna be meeting me here, but if you want, you can just take care of it yourself. I can tell you where to go if you want." Or if you want to wait till tomorrow to actually speak with Lord Keldron, we can do that as well.
Lord.
He's the Lord of Trattler. He oversees everything. He logs everything. That's his house up at the top of the hill, and he points kind of to the, not so much of a castle, but it's just like a mansion with a big view tower atop. There's a kind of a fence, or not a fence. It's some stoned walls in around the front with a big gate at the front. He says that is Lord Keldron's abode.
Oh. Well, I haven't stretched my legs on dry land in a while, so I am willing to go, but it depends on these two. What do you think?
I think walk could do me pretty good.
I'm literally just following you guys at this point.
All right.
You've sat in a cell for a month. It'll probably feel great to run around.
Oh yeah, dude, that fight was great. My legs have been stretched. They need more though.
And so Captain Tassan kind of points out to the actual harbor. I can show you guys what you are looking at. If I just find my maps. Where are my maps? My maps. There we go. So let me just send this out to you guys. So is that not gonna? Hello?
Hello.
Did my my Discord didn't just crash. I thought it did. No? Okay. It doesn't want to. Let me just. Cool. There. So you guys. He points out, and you kind of overlook this city of Trattler, and he kind of points out to you how the city kind of works. He says there's two sides to the city. One of them is more occupied by nobles, and one of them is more occupied by the poorer folk. In the noble side of the city, you'll find the Prudent Protector. It's a tavern that I spent a bit of time at in my youth, and the owner there knows me and has something of mine. If you could retrieve it, I would appreciate that. I'd also appreciate if you don't look at it.
Don't look at
it. Should
what?
be it should be in a chest in the back. I put it there a long time ago, and they've been keeping it guard for me. Their name is Desire. So here, and he kind of like, sorry?
I missed what item it is that we're not supposed to look at.
It's just an item that is in that he left there. So he's not telling you what kind of item it is. It's just something that was left there by him, and he wants it back. And he kind of he gives you a bit of a parchment out of his back, and he kind of signs it at the bottom, writes a bit of thing on the top, and he hands it to you. You open it up, and it just says, I, Captain Francis Tassan, give permission to these three travelers to take my item. If you have any problems, come see me at the docks. And then he signs it, his name at the bottom, he rolls it up, hands it to you, and
Can you say the name again?
Captain Francis Tassan.
Francis Dasani.
Yeah, and it's
Water.
Desire is who you're looking for. She is the owner of the tavern.
Alright, I'll make sure to remember all that.
Alright. If you have any problems, come back and see me. I need to tend to the ship all night, so.
Okay. So we're on land now.
You guys are docked. You haven't left the ship yet, but like if you want, you're more than welcome to leave the ship now. Everything's docked and you're good to go.
I start getting off the ship.
Okay, cool. As you get off the ship, you look out, and you guys are parked up on the Noble side, and you can see out, and you just see these beautiful buildings that look just phenomenal. They're newly constructed. They look well maintained. They're made with the highest level of architecture. It's unlike stuff you've seen from where you're from. And you look out. You don't see the Prudent Protector where you are at the moment, but you can kind of see down a few paths, and potentially, just as long as you wander the Noble area, you assume that you'll be able to find it.
All right. Well,
And the castle's on the opposite side of town, right?
The castle's at the back of town. Did you guys find the map I gave you?
Yeah, I do see it.
Yeah. So that the gate at the back, that's where the castle is.
Okay.
It's not mansion, we'll call it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a big castle. It's just a big house.
I like step off the boat. And I stretch. It takes like longer than the other two would probably like, and then I bolster up all my straps and whatnot that I have on me. And I turn to them like, hey, so I'm thinking we go talk to Keldrin first, and then we can search for this bar or tavern after. Maybe hole up there for the night.
I was thinking maybe we could do the tavern first since it's on the way. We could just cut through town.
Okay. What do you think, Kazuki?
I don't know. We can hit it first, I guess.
You. What?
You had two choices. Which one's first?
The tavern's first.
All right. Then I shall follow you two.
All right.
All right. Do you guys have a preferred way, or are you just gonna start walking straight and just kind of doing it systematically of process of elimination?
I think we're just gonna walk through town and just keep an eye out for any taverns and just check them out.
Cool. So you guys start walking through. The shops are starting to close now. All the like little outposts out in front of buildings, they're starting to close down. People are like pulling down shops, getting everything into their carts, and starting to wheel them back to their houses. People are walking into bars and different taverns. You don't see the Prudent Protector immediately, but a little ways down, probably about a 5-minute walk, you do see a big sign with a two beer mugs kind of clanking each other, with the big sign saying the PP, and then underneath of it says the Prudent Protector. It's a beautiful sign lined with bronze along the outside, and as you kind of stand under it, you get a sense of how nice of a tavern this is.
It's a really nice peepee.
I was
Roll my
so,
eyes.
I was really ready for you to be like, at the top it says pee-pee, and then under it says poo-poo.
For fuck's sake. What the fuck? I tried to describe this beautiful fucking building for you, and you're just like, the pee-pee poo-poo. Pee-pee poo-poo. Pee-pee poo-poo. Pee-pee. Me monkey brain, me pee-poo poo-poo.
I deserve inspiration for that, right?
No. No, okay? Fuck you. I'm not rewarding you for that bullshit. Not this time. Fuck you.
I walk into the tavern and I just admire the
peepee.
I admire the architecture.
Okay. As you walk in, you can see large wooden beams that the inside is very rustic looking. The outside looked very noblest, but on the inside it looks quite not old, but just designed to look old, but it looks brand new still. It's very well kept. There are large wooden beams that run across, and these massive chandeliers that are oil lit. At the bar, it's quite full. There's a few spots empty at the front, and you can see a bartender at the front, kind of cleaning out a glass. Most of you would recognize this race as the Tabaxi. If you don't know what that looks like, just look it up. It's like a leopard. And as you enter, you see them, and they kind of look up and go, "Oh, hello, welcome, travelers, I presume. I don't recognize you."
Colin, you hear, like, in the back of your head, like, my voice.
Ooh.
And I speak to you telepathically, and I'm like, I'm not the best at introducing myself to new people. You look more presentable than I do. How about you take this?
I hear it, so I just walk up to the bar, and I say, "How's it going?"
It's quite well. Business is good. Can I help you with anything? Do you need a room? Would you like a drink? Would you like some food?
We might stop by again later, but right now we're actually looking for Desire.
Oh,
Is she in?
nice to meet you. That's
That
me.
works out.
That's me. Hello, Burning Desire. Nice to meet you,
Cullen.
Cullen.
We've cut. Our Captain Francis has just docked, and we've stopped by to pick up something for him.
Francis. Francis.
I pull out the letter he gave me. Say, listen, he gave us his seal. Read this.
She kind of takes it and she unfolds it and she looks at it. She goes, "So he came back. After all these years, he finally came back."
We've been out on the ocean for 30 some odd days.
Yeah, and he's been gone for about 20 or so years. It's been a while. I don't even recognize the name anymore, just the memories. And she kind of folds up the letter and hands it back to you and goes, "So he wants it back, does he?"
Yeah.
Alrighty, come with me. And she leads you into the back room, and there's she moves a bunch of barrels of beer and wine and just kind of stack them up at the back. And in the very back of this storage room, there's an old chest that's about probably 1.5 feet long. It's not a big chest, but it is like it's big enough that one person could handle it. And she kind of gestures to Cullen and goes, if you don't mind, my back has seen much better days."
I don't mind at all. So
Thank
I
you.
go and I pick up the chest.
All right, and she kind of ushers you out of the storage room. She closes the door behind you. The chest, as you pick it up, you kind of get a look at it. It's really nice. It's like made of a very fine oak wood. The grain is beautiful. It's lined with steel and aluminum on the outside. There's a big lock on the front that's about 2 inches thick of steel, holding these steel bars that go over top of the chest on top of it. And just from a glance, you can tell that something of great value is kept inside of this.
I look at her and I ask, "Do you know what's inside of this?"
Dearie, no one will ever know what's inside of that. And
Does
she just,
Captain know?
he's the one who put it in there. But he told me never to look, and I respected the man. So I never
I
looked.
understand. Okay, well, we've got some other business, but we'll probably be back later tonight.
Alrighty, dear. Do you need rooms? I can save them for you. They go quite quickly here. We're quite popular.
We should, yeah, it'd probably be a good call to
All right.
reserve those.
I will reserve 3 rooms for you, dear. Thank you. And tell Captain Tassan. He's a captain now? Really? That's absurd. That
Yeah.
man was so clumsy back in the day. Quite the coward.
Which building are we in?
So if you look on the map, in the first, or from left to right, the third column of buildings. So like, you see how there's like chunks, how it's chunked out in like
Yeah.
What's the best way for me to do this? Actually, I can just import this image into Roll20 and just show you guys. That's what I can do. That's what I can do. So we'll just import it in. Never mind, it's too big of an image.
Too big.
It's too big. Here. Let me just change what I'm sharing my screen of. Change Windows to this. Can you see
There we
this?
go. Yep.
Can you see my mouse?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I won't draw on it then. You guys are in this building right here.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
it's quite a large establishment, and very very well kept.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
wait. So I have a question.
For me or
No, for everyone else.
oh okay.
If we're going to that other place, are we just gonna carry this giant chest with us?
Yeah, I'm willing to.
You know what? Fair enough. You can take it.
how far is the walk back to the ship?
It was about 5 minutes.
We can take it back.
We could do that too.
Anyway, yeah, yes, he's a captain. If you take a couple steps out onto the street over there, you can actually see the boat from here. It's quite large.
I'm quite busy right now, but maybe I'll pay him a visit later. It's been quite some time. And she wishes you on your way and says, please be careful with that. It seemed very, very important to him.
All right. Well, we'll be back. We go outside and we take you take like 20 steps, and I'm like, so
We
when
can
are we
open
gonna-
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let's open it.
I'm on the same page.
Dude, let's find like a nice alleyway. Not suspicious at all.
Exactly.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me check this thing out. Hand it over.
Okay.
Well, it's better you put it on the ground. I'm not very strong.
Okay. I'll set it down.
Can I investigate this to see if there's any sort of way that someone could know if it has been opened?
Yeah, no, you can roll an investigation or perception check, your choice.
All right. Let's see what I'm better at. Okay. It's gonna be a 16.
16. All right. You look at it. It's very dusty. You can tell that it hasn't been touched in many years. When you look at the locking mechanism, it doesn't look touched at all. There's a shine on the metal that doesn't look like it's been like touched or greased up by fingers of any sort. The wood doesn't look cracked at all. It's in quite good condition aside from being very dusty.
Okay. It doesn't seem like there's any fail safes put in place.
Yeah. I start wiping the dust off the chest. And then
All right.
I also am just kind of looking around for an alleyway that would be out of sight and making sure there's no immediate people around.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. That is going to be a 17.
17. As you look out into the alley, there's a few people just wandering. As you walked up, you noticed that there were guards in the street, but you don't see any right now. There's just no one's really looking down the alley at you. No one's paying attention to what you're doing.
Okay. Well,
Are we in
then
the
I'll-
alley now?
Or did you guys not go in the alley? I thought you said you went in the alley.
I mean, we were looking for one.
Oh, okay. Well, no, on the street there's people around. They kind of glance at you as you go by, but no one really cares what you're doing. They don't have any piqued interest.
Okay. And I'll start to walk down the alley, and once I get to about the middle of it, I'll set the chest down off to the side, not in the middle.
Okay.
And I will pull out my lockpicks, and I will attempt to open it.
All right.
I have a question. I also have proficiency in thieves' tools. Can I help him with that? Can I to give him advantage?
You can, sure.
All right.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I had that because I rolled a 2.
Ooh. All right.
And I'm gonna be honest, my second roll ain't much better.
That's unfortunate.
uh, oh,
Yeah. no.
okay, that's a really. Oh wait, this would be a sleight of hand, right?
Yeah.
It was actually thieves' tools. Thieves' tools is its own skill.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But you should
What-
have proficiency in it, so it would be like any
Plus-
dex skill that you're proficient in.
Yeah. It's your dex modifier and your proficiency.
Okay, so that's a 10.
10. You kind of jiggle it around, maybe for 20 seconds or so, just kind of trying to pick this thing, but it won't go. Doesn't seem to
Okay.
be a lock that maybe you're familiar with that you've picked before, so it doesn't come to you.
This doesn't seem to be working, so I present plan B as I like halfway unsheathe my sword.
Well, let's not break it.
Ah. But I want to know what's inside of it.
He was very clear that we should not open this, and we've already crossed that line. But he will definitely know if we destroy this. That being said, if you can make a small break, I can fix it. So just do not shatter it.
Like small break where? Like across the lock or like
What? So you said this was a wooden chest, right?
It's wooden for the most part, but it's lined in a thick steel and aluminum layer on the outskirts and kind of like bars that run through the middle.
You probably won't be able to break through the actual top of the chest. Maybe, I guess the lock would be the best option here.
Cullen, give me your dagger.
I just got this.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna break it. Probably.
I just handed my dagger. I'm kind of annoyed at him because he's been bugging me all day.
Okay, all right. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a slash at that lock to try and break it.
A slash at the lock. All right.
Yeah.
I'll say roll. Let's say roll a sleight of hand. Are you trying to break? Are you trying to like actually break it, or are you just trying to like wedge it open?
I'm trying to break the lock.
Are you trying to break? Okay. Just roll the hit, I guess.
Wait, what's a dagger's modifier?
It's a D4 plus Dex.
A D4 plus Dex?
Yeah.
Wait.
No.
For
For
damage?
to
For
hit. To hit. It's
It's Dex.
It's Dex.
It's dex.
Dex?
It's your
Okay.
dex. Yeah, it's your dex.
Then it's gonna be a 19.
A 19. Okay, so you take a swing at it, and you do manage to actually hit the lock. Roll for damage.
And then it's a D4, you said, right?
Yeah.
Plus Dex. It's finesse.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. You hit the lock, and you hit it quite precisely in right where the lock meets it, and you hear a bit of a ting sound as it like recoils back, and then the lock just kind of falls down.
Clean strike.
Of course.
By the way, Dungeon Master, does it make a difference if you find out that lockpicking was actually a 12?
No.
No task.
No.
Didn't think so though.
No.
Alright, so the thing opens, you said?
Yeah. No. The lock drops off. It doesn't appear to be scathed or anything. It
Alright,
seems to be in good condition still.
What might be inside? I'm going to like go up to it, and from behind I'm gonna pull open the lid.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit in front of it while he does that. I want to
Dude,
see first.
peering in. I'm competing with Colin to see in first.
So, as Peller kind of goes around back and reaches over and...
I'm also going to cast resistance
Okay.
on them.
Okay, alright.
What does that do?
You get to add a D4 to a saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, as Peller goes around the back and leans forward and pulls up the chest, nothing happens. As you kind of peer in and look down, you see a lot of dried blood. A lot of dried blood, and there's what looks to be a piece of clothing, but it's very, very small and wrinkled and just a dark, dried, blood-stained red small piece of clothing on the bottom of the box. Bottom of
I'm
the chest.
unwrapping that.
You pick it up?
Dude, I pick it up.
All right, cool. When you pick it up, you kind of pull it up, and do you pick it up as a ball, or do you just grab it by one spot?
We should be careful to keep this the way it was.
I will. You said it's like wrapped, right?
It looks like a ball of clothes just on the bottom. They're very small. Probably about the size of a small bowling, not even bowling ball. Americans won't get that. We have different bowling.
I know what a bowling.
No, we have different kind of bowling.
What?
We have bowling where the ball is about the size of it's about the size of a brain. Like it's not too big. Like it's probably about 8 inches, 6 or 8 inches in diameter. What the hell? And it's just it's a very small. It's quite small.
I poke it to see if it's a brain.
It just kind of crinkles as dried blood kind of cracks.
Okay, so what I'm thinking, either he's hiding this, or it has some sentimental value. Maybe these clothes used to belong to a friend of his that died or something.
I pick up the ball.
You pick up the ball? Do you pick it up as a ball, or do you just grab it by one spot?
As a ball.
As a ball. As you pick it up as a ball, you get it closer, and it's just drenched in blood. It's dried, so it kind of flakes off onto your hands a bit. And you kind of move it, as you twirl it around, you kind of get the sense, you see a bit of buttons on it, you can kind of get the sense of maybe it's a coat.
Is there anything else in the chest?
Roll an investigation. Or perception. Your choice.
Investigation or perception?
Whichever you want.
I rolled a nat 20 for a 24.
There is nothing else in the box.
God damn it.
Oh man, the GC was 25. Fuck.
You feel very confident that there's nothing else in the box.
Don't handle it too rough, but does it feel like it's hiding? Is it wrapping something, or is it just that? Is it just clothes?
I'm just holding on to it. You can't really get a sense. It kind of feels the weight of clothing. But you can't really tell just holding it in your hand if there's anything inside of it.
I feel like we should stop here. I think we should put it back.
All right, I put it back in the chest.
Okay.
I'll open it.
After Kizuku puts it down, you kind of shuffle yourself in front and you look down at it. Do you want to pick it up?
Yes.
Okay. How do you pick it up?
I'm going to pick it up by one spot so it unfolds.
Okay. You grab it by one spot. There's a little fold at the top. As you pull it up, kind of the weight of it unfolds it, and it just crinkles blood off, dried blood around. It falls into the chest, and as you pull it up, you can quite very clearly tell this is a small coat for a small child.
Yeah, I feel like it was one of my ideas. It might have been a sentimental thing.
Okay.
I think.
Can I make a performance check to see if I can replicate the ball?
Yes, but with disadvantage because of how fragile it is.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, that's not a bad first one.
Okay, we'll see about the second.
Oh, actually, okay, hold on. Actually,
Okay.
19.
Really?
With disadvantage.
I rolled a 16 and a 19.
All right, add a guy.
3 to performance.
Perfect, cool. So you vividly remember what it looked like, and you kind of try to put the folds back in together. You push a center out, and you just plop it down in, and it looks almost identical to how it was, aside from the bits of blood that flaked off. But you feel fairly confident that he won't think that you've tampered with it.
All right. I shut the chest, and I hold the broken piece of lock to its other half, and
The lock didn't break. It fell open. Like it fell. It's as if you opened it properly. It didn't break into two. It just kind of like clicked open.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, it seems in almost perfect condition.
No matter, I could have fixed it even if it was broken.
Well, not today.
I have mending.
Well, you can fix something else later.
All right, well that's fine. I like put the lock where it should go, and I click it closed, and I'm like, okay, so honestly, I think our curiosity got the better of us, and I think this isn't anything to be worried about. It's just of sentimental value.
Okay, so do you put the lock back on?
Yeah.
Okay. You put the lock back on, you click it back into place, and you take a look at the chest, and you feel like you've done a quite good job of keeping it how you found it. What do you do?
I guess we should bring it back.
All right. So
It's fine if we've taken dust off the top, because we had to handle it to bring it over.
So you pick up the chest and you start walking back towards the ship, and Captain Tassan is waiting at the start of the ship for you. He kind of looks kind of nervous a bit, and he just kind of as he sees you, he gets a sense of relief you can feel from him.
I would say while we're walking back, I'm like spit shining the chest.
Like
Spitting on it and rubbing it in.
You know what? Sure, why not? That's fine. That's fine, I guess. I don't even know what kind of fucking check spit shining would be. I don't care either. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay, you spit shine this chest. It kind of. Do you do the metal and the wood, or just the metal?
Everything.
Everything. Okay, well, the wood gets kind of a bit of a wet tinge to it, but the metal, you kind of do polish it up a little bit. It looks quite nice, and let me just roll something real quick.
He's rolling your death save for you.
It doesn't work in cap lock. That's my bad. Captain does not notice you doing it as you approach.
Cool.
So you're good. Yeah, now as you approach him, he kind of like gets a sense of relief, and he kind of starts to approach you. He reaches out for the chest from you and kind of grabs it and goes, "Thank you. I appreciate you. It didn't seem right to show my face in there after so long."
Honestly, Captain, I think it's best if you do. She seemed to miss you.
Maybe some other time. I need to tend to the ship at the moment, but thank you for this. Everything's done on the ship, so feel free to wander. Trattler is a beautiful city, from what I remember. Enjoy it.
Just remember, true bonds cannot be broken by time.
Cool, thanks. The captain has a really low intelligence, so he's like, yeah, cool, thanks, mate.
me an intellectual, and he's just like, ugh.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but thanks, man.
He's bad at riddles.
And he just kind of sends you on your way, and he takes the chest and he retreats back into what is his captain's area of the ship.
I'm surrounded by idiots. Not you.
Oh no, I am one of the idiots. Don't worry.
Am I one of the idiots?
Actually,
Can I make an insight?
You no, I think you are smarter than a lot of people, a lot of the people that were on that boat.
I appreciate it.
All right. What do you guys want
So
to do now?
we're heading to that manor.
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
Before
I
you
guess
guys
there's nothing.
continue, does anyone want to take a slight break? I'm gonna go use the washroom really quickly. So if anyone wants to take a break, we can do that for like 5 minutes, or I can just go to the bathroom and we'll continue when I get back.
And I guess I'll go grab a snack.
Okay.
I will go use the bathroom.
We'll take a little 5-minute break. Uh, we'll be back. Just enjoy the music. Hello. Welcome back from our quick little break. Why is the music not there? There's the music. Cool. Properties, change it over to this. Hey, talk.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Cool. All right, yeah, we are back. So, what do you guys want to do?
Guess we will head over to like Cauldron or whatever his that was.
Lord Keldron.
Lord Cauldron?
Keldron. Not Cauldron. Keldron.
All right, Lord Children. Got it.
What the fuck? So you guys are gonna head over and see what's up with Lord Keldron?
Alright, let's go see this Lord Muffin.
Cool. All right. So you guys kind of walk over to where you know the gates to his abode are, and as you walk up, you can see that there are some guards stationed at the gate, and they start to eye you up as you walk closer. And one of them, once you get like within 20 feet, one of them steps forward and goes, "What is your business with the master?"
Okay, I guess nobody else is gonna say anything. We were asked to meet Keldron on our captain's behalf. Our captain's name is Francis Desan.
Oh, you're from the new ship.
Yes, he has some sort of business with Keldron, and he sent us on his behalf.
Oh, well, the Lord is busy at the moment. Perhaps if you come back tomorrow, or he goes out and personally greets all the ships in the morning, so he'll be out then if that works. But he's unavailable at the moment.
Unfortunate. Well,
Can you just like look out his window and yell?
Sir, someone would have to go and tell him to look out his window, and I don't think he'd appreciate that at this hour. He's getting ready for bed. He's enjoying time with his children.
Sun just set.
Yes, he's putting his children to bed as we speak. You want me to go interrupt that?
That is what I'm asking.
Colin, he's probably snogging his wife. It's fine.
Roll a persuasion.
What?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. What do I got in that? It's not too bad.
Not too bad. All right.
20.
20.
What?
He kind of looks at you and goes, I mean, I guess there's no reason why I couldn't. Yeah, sure, why not? He turns around and he points, he puts his hand up to someone up on top of the gate, and they pull a chain that opens up the gate, and he kind of passes through. The gate closes behind him, and he starts walking towards, and the other guard goes, "What the? He doesn't ever. What the fuck? How did you do that?"
Look, Colin, I'm telling you, he's gonna be in the middle of shagging his wife.
Did you put a spell on him? He doesn't listen to any. He doesn't listen to anybody. What did you do?
He probably just thinks I'm cute.
The guy kind of looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, you are pretty cute. That's true."
Thanks.
And he kind of winks at you.
I wink back.
Only gay people work here.
You guys just kind of sit there for like 3 minutes. The guy steps back and just keeps eyeing up Cullen, and you hear from the manor, "What do you want?" And you look up and you can see Lord Keldron is in his night robes, in his gown, with it leaning his head out of he stepped out of French doors on his balcony, and he's stepped out and he's looking out at you, and he goes, "What?"
Sorry to interrupt, but our Captain Francis is here.
Cool. What do you
All right,
want?
boys. We did our job. I just start walking away.
I follow.
How far? How much distance is between me and Keldrin?
He's about, say, about 100 feet probably, up including the height.
Okay, so there's no way I could get within 30 feet then.
Not without passing the gate, no.
Just starts climbing the walls.
Yeah, no, he sees like Cullen start walking away, and he goes, "Fuck this shit."
You guys are like walking away, and I'm like, we weren't told to let him know we were here. We were supposed to actually speak with him. This was not your job.
I wasn't told what to speak about.
I assumed Keldrin would know.
He's closed his doors, and you can hear kind of like muffled bickering from inside the house. And then did you guys kind of linger for like a minute?
Nah, I'm not even.
I would, but only because I like stopped for the guard who like opened the door for us, and I'm like, look, I'm sorry. I thought I was traveling with people of intelligence. I was mistaken.
He goes, "What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm tired, man. I'm just waiting to go home and drink." And he just
Have a good.
Yeah, you too, man. And then he turns around and he goes, "Oh, hey!" And he opens the gate, and the gate opens, and you see the guard that you sent in, and he's sulking back. and he just kind of looks up at Cullen, and he just fucking holds up his finger, and he's like, just flipping you off from like 100 feet away as you walk away.
The guard is?
Yes.
Okay.
He just got chewed out by fucking Lord Keldrin. And you guys walk away. Where do you go?
Well, I guess we can just go back to the inn, unless you guys wanted to go shopping. Although I doubt anything's open at this hour.
I don't really need anything. I think the inn is just the place to go.
All right. So you guys start making your way back to the Prudent Protector. As you enter, it's still quite busy. Actually, we'll change music. It's still quite busy, and there's
I sleep under the peepee tonight.
Looking for royalty
Oh,
free music.
no, I'm not.
I like that you paid for all your services except for YouTube Premium.
Why would I pay for YouTube Premium?
So that you can
Even
get
though it's the
ads.
thing I use most in the world. It's YouTube. But yeah, so you enter the tavern, and as you do, Desire, that's her name. When you forget your own NPC's names. You look up, and Desire is there kind of waving you in, and pushing some drunks out of the way, making some room at the bar for you. There's some guy passed out drunk on the bar. She kind of like slaps him in the face and holds up his head and goes, "Get the fuck out." And he like stumbles away and walks out into the street, and there's 3 seats open for you, and she kind of ushers like, "Here, have a seat."
I sit down and I look kind of behind at the guy who's just leaving to go into the street, and I'm just like, I want whatever he had.
Usher's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
I'll take the same.
Alrighty. Anything for you?" And she kind of looks over to Peller.
I'll take a green tea. Got it.
Green tea. Alright. Well, that'll be right up. And she kind of turns around. She pours 2 shots of whiskey, and then adds some spices to it. And turns around and hands them to Kazuki and Cullen. And then she goes over to the back of the bar in an area that's not really used that often, where there is 1 teapot, and she pulls it down, and she doesn't really have hot water ready, so she just kind of grabs some warm stuff out of a barrel that's being lit by a fire underneath. It's not quite boiling, but it is hot enough to steep tea, and she puts some leaves in, puts the water in, and then brings it over to you along with a cup, and says, that'll be 2 silver for the, or a silver for the tea and 5 silver for the drinks.
5 silver for the drinks. What did that
Jesus.
cost?
For both of them.
Oh, okay.
Both of them together. Both of them together.
Still
I'll
pretty
just
steep, but that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I'll slide over 1 gold.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And she kind of
Cool.
takes it. She puts that in. She turns around and puts it in a glass that she has set up for taking funds. And she kind of leans in and goes, "So, what did Captain Son have to say?"
No change.
Oh, did you wanted change? Okay, I'm sorry. I my apologies. She turns around. She pulls she pulls 4 silver out of the.
Thank you.
And she slides it over and goes, my dearest apologies. I'm so sorry. God damn it. I forgot you guys don't have money yet, so you're not tipping people. God damn it. And she kind of just she's like, "Oh, so he didn't have anything to say?"
No,
Didn't give us a whole lot.
No? Is he gonna come down? I was wondering about that.
I recommended it, but he seems almost afraid.
Oh.
If it dies down later tonight, maybe you should go see him.
I might just do that. And some guy at the other end of the bar like hollers at her and goes, "Hey! Give me another one!" And she goes, "Oh, it'll be alright with you, sir." She kind of looks at you and goes, "Excuse me." And she goes and she tends with him.
I just point at him and yell, "I'll have what he's having."
She looks back and goes, "I just got you a..." Ugh. And she's getting kind of frustrated. It's quite busy tonight, so she's got her hands full.
I've been on a boat for a month. I want to get shit-faced.
Yeah, the alcohol ran out in a week.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys just are sat there. The night is yours.
Well, other than this one thing that we have left to do, there's not really much else. I personally was only really hired on until we got here. I was looking to start a new life, so I have no business back on the boat once we finish this for the captain. What about you two?
I am literally a wanderer, so I just go wherever.
This land was kind of a mystery, so I'm actually just seeking knowledge. I want to know
But
what's
you
going
actually have
on.
a purpose here?
I do, believe it
Oh
or
my
not.
god. You mean you didn't just go onto a random boat to see where it would take you?
Well, it wasn't random, it was my job.
That's true, you guys were hired.
Yeah. You, honestly, you got lucky with what happened at the end. Otherwise, you'd probably be sent to the guards right about now.
That would be if they would know where I went.
Until I came along, you would not have made it out of those chains.
I mean, you saw me cut the lock open.
You know
Yeah,
what?
but you didn't have your equipment until you were out.
Shush! We don't need these details.
God damn it. One of the guys one of the patrons seated next to you kind of overhears you guys talking, and he's quite drunk. He's an older fellow, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "So, you came in on a boat, did ya?"
No, I walked across an ocean.
I
He just kind of like just
Fuck up.
keeps laughing.
You know, I heard some monks can actually do that. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Wait. You're not joking? You're not joking?
No, I walked here.
I join
The
in.
whole way.
What?
I join in and start like being like, "Yeah, he's crazy."
You're kidding me, right? There's no way.
No, I walked here. What can I say?
Wait. So
Very nice stroll.
So does that
Took
mean
me
that
like
you,
an hour.
Does that mean you guys have like special powers or like are you adventurers?
Adventures. Well, I suppose tonight, maybe tomorrow. Sure, but I don't know how long that's gonna last.
What the fuck is
I'm
this?
fucking always on an adventure.
Wait, so I'm confused. I'm confused. So, do you guys do jobs? Is my main question.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
what?
We never agreed on this.
Do you guys want to do a job? I can pay you.
You tell us what the job is.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. It kind of just like every morning, I take my walk, and I walk along the river, and out by the water wheel house on the west side. It just fucking reeks so bad. It ruins my walk in the morning. Could you do something about, like, burn the place down? Or I don't care really. Just if you can get rid of the smell, it would really make my days better.
Want us to clean a river?
No. There's the if you go over the west side of the village, there's a big building that's got a water wheel on the side. It's on the river, and it fucking reeks, man. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it just smells. So if you could take care of the smell.
Could you describe the smell? Is it like a rotting smell?
It's just
or-
nasty, man. It's just like I'm walking, I'm enjoying the smell of the ocean, and I get within 50 feet of it, and it just makes me. Bleh.
What are
You
you,
know
paying?
what?
Huh?
What are you paying?
Depends how good of a job you do.
Well, how do we know this isn't just some fish gutting place?
How much?
Well, I guess you gotta find. It's not a fish gut. I've never smelled. It's a recent smell. It's like the past week. This is new.
How
It's just
about
it's
this?
horrible.
Depending on how much you pay us, that'll like determine how hard we work to clean it.
Oh, come on, man. I'm an old guy, man. I'm retired.
An old guy such as yourself must have amassed a lot of coin in your days.
Well, if you really do a good job with the smell, I guess I could part with a few hundred gold.
Okay.
I suppose that could get us on our feet.
Done.
It's just a smell. Like, honestly, I feel like I would do it, but I'm kind of I don't want to. I don't like dealing with people. So, like, if you just, like, honestly, you might just have to go up to the door, give her a big old knocky poo, and just tell the guy, hey, stop smelling. And then
I look over at Desire. And
could
I
be
just go,
easy.
I'll have whatever this guy's having.
She looks at you and goes, this guy hasn't had any. He hasn't had anything. He came in for a sandwich.
I'll have a fan.
I mean, it's just it was just a ham and cheese. Like, it wasn't anything special.
Can I insight that guy?
Isn't a rum hand?
Yeah, sure. You can
Is
incite
like,
him.
is he? I'm checking to see if he's like actually drunk or if he's just trying to like pretend like he is.
Okay, roll an insight check.
Let's see. Where's my insight? It's pretty good. Well, it's above average. Got a 12.
Okay. You can tell just kind of looking at the way he's holding himself. He doesn't look sober. He doesn't look necessarily so. You think maybe if she hasn't given him any drinks, maybe he was somewhere else before he came here and had
Yeah.
some drinks.
All right, good. So he's not trying to trick us or anything. So it might not necessarily be like an illegal job or something like that. Well, I think we should go tomorrow because I used a lot of my magic on that fight earlier.
Okay. I think some rest could do me some good.
Oh, okay. You guys do that, but like if you could do it early so that it doesn't fuck up my morning walk, I'd appreciate it. But I mean, if you have to do it in the afternoon, then that'll be fine. I can deal with another shitty walk.
So where can we find you? Just wait for your walk.
I'll be here tomorrow. I come here quite often.
Okay.
You'll be able to find. Just ask around. My name is Winston. Winston Pumpernickel.
Winston, where did you get your drink?
Huh?
Where'd you get your drink?
Oh, down the street at the I don't remember, but there's another place down there, and they on the other end of town they sell drinks for much cheaper.
Uh-huh.
So I go drink there, and then I come here and enjoy the atmosphere. And Desire kind of overhears him say that and goes, "You did what? Get out!" And she kicks him out, and she kind of just like takes the leftovers of sandwich that he has and takes it and just kind of shoos him out of the bar.
Hey, listen, that's not his fault. If anything, it's yours.
If he wanted to come here, he can drink here. He doesn't get to get drunk somewhere else and then come here. If he's gonna drink, he can drink here.
Well, ma'am, I don't know what the rates are over here, but over where I'm from, 2 silver is a full day's pay. If you're charging like 2.5 silver for a drink, of course someone's gonna go get something from
2 silver a day? What, you come from peasant land. People live like riches here.
I'm just laughing at the fact that you called him a peasant.
All right. Well,
So I'm sorry. Do you still want the rooms?
well, how much are they?
Well, because you're friends of Captain Tassan, we'll say a silver apiece.
Okay, I'll stay.
All
And a
right.
shot is worth 200% of the room.
The rooms are quite expensive here. It's just she's giving you the friend rate.
I paid the same amount for my tea for the room.
So she hands you the keys to your rooms and just continues to tend to other patrons.
I wish I could go to a Subway, buy a drink, and then spend the same amount of money at a 5-star hotel down the road.
What if it's like vice versa, where like the water bottle is $200?
I mean, you want to order one and find out?
Yeah, how much plastic cost here, dude? It's gonna be like a million gold.
Less about the plastic, more about the contents. But yeah, no. So, what do you guys do? You guys chill in the bar? Do you head back to your rooms?
Well, once I finish my tea, which honestly probably I'm almost done, I'll head over to that room that I bought
Okay.
and settle in for the night.
All right. Kazuki, Colin.
I am passed out on the table with a drink in my hand.
Lovely. Cullen,
Did we drink that much?
you had one drink. I
had one drink and I'm now passed out on the table.
There was some powerful herbs she put in there.
I'm just gonna go up to it.
All right, cool. So you guys head up to your rooms. Kazuki passes out on the bar. Among other patrons, there's probably about 3 other people in the same situation, but Desire kind of looks at you and goes, he one drink. One fucking drink. What the fuck? And just kind of leaves you be. You guys make it up to your rooms. Do you head to sleep immediately, or do you do anything else?
I think I had to sleep.
Okay. Pellet?
Yeah, I had like already gone to sleep before she even said that.
Okay. Cool.
Also, check your DMs.
I do
Mr.
have
Dungeon
DMs.
Master.
I do have DMs.
We get a name from that drunk man.
I forgot about that. I did know that actually. Wait,
We did, Winston.
Winston, yes. Winston Pumpernickel.
Winston Pumpernickel. You got it.
I've got a good memory. Peller does, at least.
Peller does. Okay. Cool. So you guys successfully complete a long rest. Kazuki getting disrupted in the middle of the long rest by Desire. About after she closes, she wakes you up and just goes, "Can you please go up to your room? I'm trying to clean the bar." Among other patrons as she's waking up at the exact same time. Do you go up to your room?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Okay, and then you're only awake for a few minutes, so you still successfully complete that long rest. All you guys regain everything back, aside from, of course, the daggers and knives you lost.
What? I don't regenerate like darts when I take a long rest?
No, you don't.
What is this?
And when you guys wake up, it's about 8 a.m. whatnot. It's not too light out. It's not too busy. There's not too many people. You can't really hear much. It's pretty quiet in the.
So, what time was it?
It's about 7, 8 in the morning.
What's the weather like?
It's pretty clear. Pretty clear today.
Alright. Should we go look for that building with the water wheel? It's probably gonna be out on the ocean.
Sure.
I guess we should.
All right. So as you guys kind of leave the tavern, I get another ad.
You're not streaming to us, by the way, anymore.
What the fuck? When did that go away? I don't even know.
Do you want to use my YouTube account so you can have?
No, it's fine. I'm not worried about the ads. I'm more worried about the fact that it keeps unstreaming it.
Maybe Spy should just be DJ.
Okay, so you guys make your way out. It's a nice day. The morning's cool. The morning dew is kind of still lingering on the stones and on the signs and whatnot. People are starting to roll their carts out and open up their small shops and whatnot. And you're gonna head towards the ocean to have a look. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. So you start walking south back towards the harbor where you originally docked off. And you start walking along the harbor towards the west, because you remember that he did say it was on the western side of town. So you start walking along the harbor towards the west. There's a few deckhands from different ships loading crates and whatnot into ships, and as you get to the end of the harbor, you see the river, and you look up towards the north, and you can actually see a big blue building with a massive water wheel on the side, and instinctively you think that has to be the building, so you start walking towards it.
Judging from how he spoke, I'm honestly expecting corpses, and I wouldn't be surprised to run into any sort of corpse eaters, whether they be ghouls or whatnot.
Okay.
But I hope we do.
Cool. So you guys wander more north. You to your right, you can see little odd shops and whatnot if you want to pick anything up. There's you can see a stand for an armorer and a blacksmith, and there's a few restaurants as well if there's anything you want to pick up. But as you walk closer to the building, you do get a smell from it. It's just a foul smell that you can't quite pin what it is from this distance, but you do tell where the smell is coming from, and it's quite obviously that building.
Okay.
You think you can get a closer look, Colin?
I definitely could. I want to try and sneak up to it.
Sneak up to the building?
Yes.
Are you afraid the building's gonna see you?
Yes. Well, I don't know what's in the building. It's got windows.
Roll a stealth check
Okay.
if you're gonna sneak up.
My stealth actually isn't that great.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna sneak up to the building.
Okay.
But I'm
Anyone
I'm
who's sneaking
from the building.
Anyone
It's like
who's sneaking, roll a stealth check.
I got a
about-
6.
Oh, nat 20. 25.
A nat 20, a 6. Peller, are you just walking up while these dumbasses are sneaking?
I'm gonna stand back, actually. I'm
Okay.
waiting for them
All
to
right.
check it out.
Cool. So, Kazuki and Peller kind of like very quietly sneak up to the ship or to the building. Kazuki actually trips over his foot and face plants on the concrete during his sneak, but nothing seems to come out of it. A few patrons in a restaurant adjacent kind of look out, but they just continue with their meals. They're not too bothered by it. And then Cullen kind of almost goes unnoticed towards the building, and he kind of leans up against the building and goes to look into one of the windows, realizing the windows are actually boarded up entirely. You can't see in, nothing can see out.
Okay. Is there just like a door that I can just attempt to open?
Not on this side of the building. You don't see one.
Okay. Then I'm going to continue. I'm going to walk around the building to see if I can find one.
Like
Okay.
patch his water wheel or something.
All right. You walk around the building, still stealthing around. You don't go noticed by really anyone. Kazuki, do you follow?
Yeah,
Okay, you follow him.
very loudly behind.
Very loudly behind.
I'm so frustrated by Kazuki.
No one really takes any notice by it. No one really seems to care what you're doing. But as you do get closer, and as you round the corner towards the north side of the building, you do see a door. Wooden door. Doesn't look in the best of condition, but you feel... You're pretty certain that this is the front door to the building.
Okay. I don't really want to open it, but I do want to like turn. Is it a door knob? I assume.
Yeah, there's a knob on it.
Okay. I want to turn the knob to like see if it's unlocked or not.
Okay. You go to turn the knob and it doesn't actually turn. It just kind of, the second you touch it, the weight of you putting any pressure on the door whatsoever causes it to swing slightly open.
Okay. Do I get a better sense of the smell? Do I know
The
that it's
second
coming
that
from
door
inside?
lingers open, that smell hits you in the face like a bullet. It's so powerful.
Can I make like an investigation to see if I like maybe it would be
Like to recognize the spell?
yeah, I want to see if I can recognize it.
You can make me a
Ooh, are we gonna roll the nature?
nature. Yeah.
Okay.
And Peller, as you see them round the corner, do you do anything? Do you follow, or do you just let them be?
Yeah, they'd like go up and they'd find it's like, oh, it's boarded up. And be like, all right, I'm gonna advance and I'm gonna like be up with them.
Are you gonna stealthily advance or just walk forward?
I won't be leading it at all, so I'll just kind of be walking behind them.
Okay, cool.
I'm not clanging it. I'm not clanging any bells or anything though.
Yeah, no, of course. Of course.
I rolled an 11 on the
Ding
nature.
ding, I'm here.
You rolled an 11 on that?
Yeah.
The smell is not like immediately familiar of what it is, but you do recognize it as something either rotten or dying. It's
Okay.
a very deadly smell.
I kick open the door.
God damn it!
Make
I said that in character yelling.
make a acrobatics or athletics check.
13.
13. The door is like slightly opened. You stand in front of it and you kick it forward, and the door as it closes, it reaches its back. The hinges bind and it comes back and it swings back at you, and completely opens, and you are fully able to see what's inside.
And what do I see inside with my dark vision?
Inside with your dark vision. It is dark. It's not very well lit.
You see that?
There's a few
I see
holes in the roof.
dark.
There's a few
There's
holes.
dark vision, so you see the dark.
Well, there's a few holes in the roof, so like there is some bits of sunlight leaking in. It's dim light, but you can make out from the inside that something has gone on here. There was a ruckus. There's chairs that are broken. You can see shards of glass from different plates and whatnot. And on the table in the center, there is a very rotten turkey just sitting there that hasn't.
Is the turkey the smell?
The turkey doesn't. Well, do you want to get close and?
Honestly, rotten turkey and chicken is like worse than corpses.
Yeah, dude. I'm walking in, smelling that turkey. If that's the smell, I'm just like yeeting it out the window and calling it good.
Also, you guys can check
not
out
put
roll
that in the
20.
water.
And
I'm not looking at where I'm throwing it. I'm just throwing it.
wait, what are you throwing? Sorry.
Is the turkey the source of the smell?
How close do you get up close to it?
No, I walk up to it.
Okay, you walk up to it.
An attack.
Roll an investigation check. This is very not to scale. That's my bad.
5.
My God.
5. You kind of put your nose in the turkey, and you don't really. You get a sense of fuck, that smells horrible, but it's not the same smell that you're smelling in the area.
Well, I throw the turkey out the door anyways.
Okay, cool. This is so not to scale. What the fuck happened? That was my bad, but I don't want to fuck with it. Never mind. If you guys, I don't know if you're looking in roll 20, but
Oh, I see it.
okay, yeah, you see the interior of the building. The building is completely trashed, just destroyed. It looks like something horrible happened here.
Dude, these are fucking huge chairs.
The scale's fucked up, and I don't want to screw with it on roll 20 right now because I might fuck something up. But it is what it is. As you enter, you see glass shards everywhere, plates and wine bottles that are broken. Some of them are full, some of them are empty. There's a piano that is completely smashed in. Looks like it's taken a club of some sort to the top, and it's broken. The only unscathed thing in this room is there's a chest at the very back, and there's a bed in the corner that looks untouched and quite neatly made.
I'm walking up to that chest.
All right.
I'm gonna enter the room after dodging the turkey that Kazuki has thrown out the door.
Actually, just for shits and giggles, make a athletics check for that turkey throw.
Okay. Athletics? Oh fuck.
No, not you, Kazuki.
Oh,
Me?
Kazuki.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I said Colin by accident, probably. That's my
Dude.
bad.
Natural 19.
Natural 19. Okay.
For a total of 18.
Cool. For a total. Okay. You successfully do manage to lift the turkey up and throw it out the door. It kind of just bounces out a bit, and Cullen does miss it or dodge it and enters the room, seeing the same thing.
Damn it, I missed.
What is this?
Sorry, do that again.
Is like this thing?
That is a fireplace.
That's the fireplace.
Yeah.
Alright, what is this thing?
That is a piano.
That's a piano. It looks destroyed.
I said it was a destroyed piano.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
I can tell. Okay. You, Kazuki, as you approach the chest, you just have a look at it, and it's got a massive lock on it. Like, you can probably tell that something of valuable is in here.
Oh, I'm immediately taking out my katana and like slashing at that lock.
Roll the hit.
That one cuts hand off.
15.
15. All right. Roll damage.
Yes. 4.
4. You swing down at the lock, and it just kind of pings off your sword, and it doesn't really, like, it rolls a little bit of the edge on your sword. It's a quite hard lock. You can tell from like the sound it makes when it hits.
I'm gonna walk over and try and pick the lock.
Go ahead and roll. It's 20 in your dex, and then proficiency if you're proficient in it.
That is a 15.
Okay. You pick at the lock for a bit, and it doesn't seem. You get a few. You feel a bit inside of it, and you think you almost have it, and then your lockpick just snaps inside of it.
Do you guys need help?
Nah, we got this. Probably.
Fella's just sitting in the corner.
I take another swing at it.
There is a a bottle of wine.
So you don't need me to help you. Okay.
There is a bottle of wine there if you want to have a glass. It's a full untouched bottle that doesn't look disturbed in any way whatsoever.
I'm actually gonna pocket that.
Okay, go ahead. So what are you guys doing? Sorry.
I'm swinging again.
Swinging again. All right. Roll to hit.
11.
11. You swing down at the lock, but what do you say you were hitting it with?
A long sword.
A long sword. You swing down at the lock, but you realize that you're much too close to the chest, and the tip of your sword actually hits the side of the chest, so you don't even make it to the lock.
I like get up and I crack my fingers and like, all right, you're an idiot. I walk over. All right, so we've got two options. We can either try and finesse this like Cullen did, or we can try and break in. Using any sort of cutting weapon isn't going to work on wood, okay? You want to use something that would bludgeon it. So like this, and I like pull out my great club.
Okay.
That's like the size of me.
All right.
I'm like,
I see this and I step back a couple steps.
I first I'm gonna put that on the ground. I'm gonna try and pick the lock first. That's what I want to do. Can I thieves tools this?
Yeah. No. If you're trying to pick it, thieves tools it away.
All right. That would be.
There's a natural one.
Nice.
Yeah. So
you're trying to lockpick it.
Yeah. So that's not gonna work.
You get a lockpick in there. But you completely neglect the broken lockpick that is already stuck in there from from Cullen, and you just try to jam it in there, and it's not even in, and you try to turn it, and because it turns, you think that you've gotten it, but you, much like all of us during our first time, you realize you're not even in.
Yes.
You need help with that?
Nah, I'm gonna take your approach to this. See how your kind does it, and I'm gonna attack it with the great club. Just a big overhead swing.
All right. Roll the hit.
All right. Let's see.
19.
Nice.
All right.
At 11 for a 19.
That's you swing your sword back and you swing it down, and you actually hit directly in the middle on the metal piece.
It's not a sword, it's a great club.
Or the club. You swing your club down and you actually hit directly on the metal piece, and it bends it in, flexing the wood, and the wood kind of splinters up. It's not quite open, but it's very damaged.
So what do you guys think? One more?
One more. Do it again.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Oh man, this thing got heavier.
You just because it's a 2.
Yeah, but it's a 2 plus 8.
I know.
It's not a nat 1.
I'm aware. You swing back and you swing down on it, and because it is already damaged, you do manage to actually, when you swing down, you hear the metal crack and wood splinters kind of shoot up, and there is a hole probably about the size of maybe a fist that you could fit in and try and reach in and grab its contents.
All right, someone go grab at the weird. It's probably gonna
Would
be
you just like pry the wood open at this point, like so we could get a bigger hole?
It's pretty thick wood. You could try if you want to make a strength save with your -1, or strength check with your -1.
I've got a crowbar. Would that work?
Yeah, I also have a crowbar.
You could certainly try with a crowbar, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give Cullen the advantage here while I help.
Okay. So just roll a Just roll a dex. Just roll straight dex.
Okay. With advantage?
Yep.
Oh, that's a crit, so 23.
You want to crit fish for double crits?
And that's a 1. I got a 20 and a 1.
Actually, shit. I had a guy. Okay, cool. So you lean down with your crowbar and you pull it up, and the wood just splinters in a long line, and it peels up in the entire half of the wood. So that the entire one half of this chest is completely exposed, and you have about a foot to work with to look in.
What's in there? Give me the goods.
Roll an investigation.
He immediately runs up.
4.
A 4?
A 4.
You have a look. It just looks like clothes. Just clothes and dirty clothes. You kind of, there's a sock in there. It's a little more solidified than it should be normally, and you kind of like leach out and throw it back down.
Can I also roll an investigation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay, that's 4 on the die, but a 9 on the roll.
Sorry?
I got a 9.
9? All right, cool.
I'm gonna show you guys how this is done. Look at that.
Cullen, you look down, and you can there's some clothes in here. There's some you can kind of tell that some aren't washed and whatnot. There is a few that maybe that you kind of look and like might have a bit of interest in, and then Peller comes in and just like starts rummaging through stuff, and like
I'm like, where are the clothes? I don't even see them.
yeah, like, and he's just kind of grabbing like handfuls of stuff and throwing them over his shoulder, not really paying attention to anything, just looking through stuff, not even glancing, just grabbing and throwing it over his shoulder without any care in the world.
Okay.
So most of the contents are on the ground behind you guys now.
I realize there's nothing interesting in this chest, so I go jump on the bed.
Okay.
I actually
okay.
do have an idea.
Okay. Wait. You go and you jump on the bed?
Yeah.
Why don't you make a dex save for me?
Oh boy.
Bed of mimic.
The bed is a mimic.
Is the blanket a rug of smothering?
I got a 17.
A 17. All right. You run up and you stand on the bed, and you take one jump up, and when you land, you hear cracks. So you immediately jump off as the bed just kind of like cracks in the middle and falls on itself. And
Awesome.
it just split right in the middle.
Dude, how old was that fucking bed?
Do you want to roll investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to roll investigation.
Roll an investigation.
Well,
4.
A 4. You look at that wood. That wood looks like wood. It's wood. That's all you can tell.
That's some pretty good wood right there.
okay, Can I roll a perception to see if I can find the source of the scent?
Yes. Roll a roll perception or
I like how we
investigation.
walked in here, there's like this terrible smell of dead bodies, and we immediately get distracted by the chest.
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe there was a corpse in the chest. How's that?
Okay.
That is that's good. The smell,
Why do you keep rolling 1s and 20s?
I don't know. I don't like it either. You can kind of tell the smell's coming a bit from the western side of the room. It's quite actually fucking nat 20. You can tell the smell. The smell is quite obviously coming from the piano.
Oh, it was the piano the whole time.
I want to open the back of the piano.
Good luck with that.
Wait,
Looks like it's
wait,
been like
like
smashed in half.
you want to open the back?
Like the lid of the piano, how
yeah,
you get
like
to
the-
the strings?
Like the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Top.
That's not the back. The back's up against the
the
wall.
keys.
If you want to roll it. Okay.
Keys are on the front.
Yeah, I know. The back's on the back against the wall though. The top's on the top. So like you want to open the top is what you're saying.
I want to
well, you're
open
a
the
bottom.
piano.
What?
I said, yeah, well, you're a bottom. And then
You know what? Shut the fuck up. Okay.
rocks fall and you all die.
The house collapses. We're starting over. Fuck you guys.
New characters.
Fuck this shit.
So-
I'm done.
So So Peller, you're in the brig. You're saving.
So Peller, you're in the brig. Kazuki, you are you are the captain.
I'm not.
You put Peller in the brig because he's a fucking dick.
I throw Colin overboard for no reason.
All right. So you go over to the piano. You open it up.
Before I touch it, I am gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Take the dodge action. Do you open the left or the right side of it? It's snapped in two.
I like starting from the left.
Starting from the left. All right. You open the left side and roll me an investigation check.
I'm good at those.
4, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Kazuki's really good at those 4s.
8.
Oh, he's almost a 4.
8.
I
Okay.
have a +5.
Your modifier is just over a 4, and you
Yeah.
rolled just under a 4.
Okay. So you go over. You lift up the top of the piano. The second you open it, the smell gets very bad, and you look around and you can't really see much on this side.
I
I
guess
walk over.
we should open the other one then.
Yeah,
Is Peller gonna open it, or does?
yeah, I'll open it.
Are you okay? All right,
I will
Colin.
assist Peller in opening.
You will
the half
assist
of the piano.
Peller in opening it. Okay.
You get advantage on this open piano check.
Yeah. You get.
Yeah.
You can have advantage on opening a lid with a DC of like 5. I don't fucking know. Just
Okay.
roll a
I
strength
roll-
save. I don't fucking know. A strength check. There's no need for
it's not-
advantage. It's a fucking piano lid. You should be. It weighs like a pound.
Oh my god. So you said strength?
Yeah, strength check
Awesome.
with advantage because Kazuki's helping.
Am I rolling that?
If you want
Yeah,
to.
roll it.
No,
It's
I'm
a
gonna,
DC
I'm gonna
of
roll
5.
open piano. That's my advantage.
Okay, there you go. Cool.
Okay, I got my strength. It's the fucking 16.
A 16. You successfully opened the DC 5 piano lid. Good job. So, Colin, you open the lid and make an investigation check with advantage.
That's pretty good.
See, I have the ability to get zeros on strength checks, so like.
Yeah.
21.
I could get a -1.
21.
No, I could get a 0.
21?
21. All right.
21.
You open the chest, or you open the lid, and immediately are greeted with a head, a rotting head that the fucking skin's like peeling down on. The eyeballs are bulged out. Its tongue is kind of like falling out of its mouth, and you can see deep within there's like something living inside of the head, maybe like a rat or something. There is an animal inside there, though. You can tell.
Okay.
I stab the head.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Fucking 1, please.
Dude, 15.
15. You successfully plunge the knife through the head. You hear a like, and it just stops.
Okay,
And-
I pull like the sword out of the piano with the head still stuck to it and examine it.
The head kind of is like dripping a greenish goo, and it kind of falls down on the broken keys, and you kind of like leech back from it, not wanting it to fall on your feet. It just is very dead. The skin is falling off. Make a medicine check.
23.
23. You can tell this head is probably about a week or 2 old, with critters feeding on it, and
Nice.
there's a dead rat that kind of falls out of the head onto the keys.
Nice, I got it. That was my goal.
Cool. You just gonna keep the head on your sword, or do you want to get?
Yeah, I mean, do either of you want this head?
No, I'm gonna take out a flask of oil and start pouring it all over the room.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna put the head like on the center of the table where the turkey used to be.
All right.
I light the. I'm assuming these are lanterns.
Yeah, no, those are lanterns. Yeah.
I light one. I light specifically this one, and
They actually don't
when Colin says to, I'll drop it onto the.
They actually don't light. They don't turn on.
Actually,
When you look in them, it doesn't look like there's any oil reservoir or any wick or any sort. It looks like there's a little. What? Make a Arcana check.
I'm good at those.
I know you are.
See, 9 for a 16.
All right, you look at it and you can tell this is clearly not an oil lantern. It also doesn't look like any type of burning lantern, and it has a little bit of what you can only assume is glass or porcelain in the middle.
Okay. How does one light this?
You can roll a insight. Or wait, no.
Is it lying to me?
No. Investigation. I'm fucking. I don't know. Investigation. Sure. Why not?
17.
17. This next to the light, it's there's a little like lever almost that looks kind of almost. There's a small copper strand that goes from the light down into this little lever, and you associate it as being part of the light.
This is a light bulb, guys.
I want to tell the other two party, or I tell the other two party members, I'm gonna do something, but I want you guys to leave, and I'll be out in 5 minutes.
You don't want us to stay in here while you do it?
You
No,
gonna
I
do
don't-
something indecent?
I don't want anybody to see you leave when this place goes ablaze.
Fair enough. I'll take you up on that. But before we go, is this like a table or is it a drawer?
It's a table. It does have a drawer. It does have a drawer in it.
It does have a drawer? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm looking in that drawer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you were told to burn this place down. That's what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll an investigation on the drawer.
I rolled a 4 for a 5.
A 5.
I love it.
You open the drawer and luckily there's a very obvious note that you are able to see, and it looks like it's a note that's written on an old parchment and just says note to self, bookshelf.
Bookshelf? Is this a bookshelf here?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm going to the bookshelf. Hold on, don't burn it down yet. Hold on.
What are you doing to the bookshelf?
I'm gonna yell at the bookshelf. And then I'm gonna look at the bookshelf. I'm gonna start, like, pulling books off of the bookshelf.
Okay. Roll a perception for me.
Nat 1 for a total of 5.
Not one for a total of 5. You look at the bookshelf and you look around the room and you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. It kind of just looks like a normal bookshelf. Nothing that stands out.
Yeah, but can I start pulling books off of it? and
Yeah,
just
no, you
throwing
can
them to
start
the floor?
pulling books off and just pulling them down. Nothing really happens. No books of concern really. There's a few erotic novels and a few books on just fiction books that I've written. There's one book on the history of Amostifan, and pretty much it's just normal
Okay.
books.
I'm gonna take the book that's the history of Amostifan,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take one of those erotic novels,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna yell at Peller. No, the other guy. Gonna
Colin.
yell at come like break down this bookcase. Like just like smash to pieces. Actually, Peller, you have a club. Smash this bookcase to pieces for me.
Okay.
As you walk up to the bookshelf, Peller, I want you to roll me a fucking perception.
Not bad.
Not bad. You walking up to this bookshelf, you begin to feel a little uneasy, and you remember that on the east side of the building there was actually a window, and you don't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, before I try to hit this second, can I pull the bookshelf out?
Who drew a dick? I just zoomed out and saw fucking cock and balls and what the fuck?
That I didn't notice that.
Okay, whatever. You're gonna try and pull the bookcase out?
Yeah.
Roll and make just a straight stealth check, or not stealth, a strength. No. I'm dyslexic right now. I'm making up words.
Oh, ooh, that's actually really good.
Ooh, that is really good. Cool. You give the bookshelf a pull, and it does actually pull out, and you can see now that there is a room behind it. And you can see the bookshelf. You can see the actual window that you thought was there.
Is there more nasty scent coming from this room?
Yes. It's not as bad as the piano, but it is bad.
Ooh. Woo! Oh my god. Yeah, I'm walking in there and I'm seeing this.
So as you walk
that's
in,
fun.
you see just skeletons. Make a medicine check for me, Kazuki or Peller, either or both of you if you want.
I got a 10.
10?
9.
And a 9. You both can tell that these are very dead skeletons.
Yeah.
They're skeletons, yeah.
Are very dead. No estimated time of death. Just very, very dead.
I
Okay.
would also like to roll medicine.
Go right on ahead.
9.
9. They're very dead. They're fucking dead.
Thanks.
The window in front of you is boarded up, and there is 2 barrels of they're labeled grog on the.
Yeah, I'm walking over. I'm gonna try and open one of these barrels.
You want to make a dex save for me as you pass those skeletons?
Oh boy. Dex save. 19.
19. You successfully pass the skeletons. No tripping. No nothing.
Sorry, 18. But I don't think that matters.
You're good. As you get closer to the grog, it's just grog. There's a spout on the bottom if you want to pour yourself a glass, but most of the glasses in the room were broken, so you probably have to look around before you can find one.
Like, okay, how? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's grog.
Is that it? Do you want a glass?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I feel like this is probably contaminated at this point.
Cool. If you're gonna go back, make another dex save for me.
Oh, I'm gonna go back. Oh, that's like over 20. It's a
Cool.
21.
You're fine. Nothing happens to you. You do see these quite very obvious cellar doors.
Yeah. That was my next stop.
What do you do?
I mean, I'm gonna try to open them.
Yeah. I'm here like, I'm check. Can I check to see if there's any sort of trap?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
Check for traps.
So would that be just like an intelligence?
Just roll a straight intelligence check.
Alright. That is a nat 20 for 25.
You are very confident that there are no traps on this door.
Alright, great. Go ahead, open it.
All right, I'm opening it.
All right. So who's opening it?
Me.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh boy.
Just
Nat 20 for 19.
add a guy. There you go. Cool. So you bend down and you quite easily pick up both sides of these, prop them up. They don't fall back down, and you see a ladder going straight down.
Oh,
Critically open that
are we
latch.
going in? We're going in, right?
It doesn't look too dark in there. The ladder goes down probably about maybe 20, 15 feet, and it's lit down there.
I mean, I can see in the dark, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm going in. Like,
Well, it is lit down there, so you
well,
you can
have
see.
goggles of night. So,
Well, since it's lit down there, I can just see. So
Yeah.
I'm going down.
Go ahead and go down.
you may
can-
have dark vision, but do you have light vision? Yeah, we'll go down. We'll see what's up. See if
Okay.
there's any more dicks down there, I guess.
Oh, wait, actually, let me just check this real quick. Yep.
dude, we were about to burn down this building without finding us.
I still
I
want
didn't-
to.
See, I didn't put it there, but I didn't say anything because it's funny because you guys are always doing that to me.
Oh, hey, this is the room that we tested the fucking night on.
It is.
Dude, I love this like resolution of 2.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, there
At
we
least
go.
the characters are the right size.
There we go.
Yeah, the pictures are correct now. So, what do you guys do? You can see light coming down from farther down the passage.
I'm gonna
I'm
continue
going
to
over
walk
here.
down.
All right, as you go that way, you open up this area to you.
I continue.
You
Yep, keep
continue.
going. How are you coming?
Yeah.
As you get down here more, you can see curtains lining the walls. And as you step up there, you are able to see an entire hallway going down with a door at the end. And at this point, Kazuki, you actually hear muffled voices.
Oh, fuck. Like, from where? From over here?
From
Over here?
make
down the hall?
a perception check.
9.
They're coming from a direction, not behind you,
direction.
not behind you, in front of you. But
In front of me. Okay, well, I'm
Yep.
gonna run over here.
okay,
What's this way?
sorry. Oh, it's a wall.
Oh.
I want to start yanking all the curtains down.
Oh, okay.
Found an orgy pit.
Okay, you yank down the first one. There's just a wall. You yank
Okay.
down the second one, and you actually find a passageway leading into another area. Just ignore that there's a wall there. I did it so I could hide it from you.
Can I see anything like, over here?
I was just gonna get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually see there is a door that is open, and there is light coming from within that room.
And is this a door as well?
That is a door, yeah.
I'm
So
gonna walk over here and see if I can see down over here.
down over. Okay. Before you do that, do Pillar and Cullen, do you guys want to go into this area?
Meep.
All right.
Meep.
Once you enter, it's actually quite well lit. You can see it's just a small little corridor with a broken chest at the back. If you guys want to approach.
I just try and check it out. I want to see if there's anything in it.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Investigation. I'm pretty good at that. But not today. That is gonna be 7.
7. It just looks like rubble of a chest that's been broken in.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
All right.
What did you say was in there?
It just tell them what you found.
It's just a chest. It's just broken.
It's just broke. Did you open it?
I tried. It's just broken.
Can I try?
It's broken. It's already open. You can pretty much see
Okay, it's
inside of it.
already
You just
All
roll
right.
roll an investigation.
18.
18. All right. You have a look in there, and it looks pretty empty. But you can see at the bottom there is kind of a dusty outline of what looks almost like a key.
That key belongs to me. I remember I put it here. I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
No, there's an outline of a key. There was a key there in the dust, but you can't see it anymore. You can... Oh my fucking god. You can pick some of the dust up and put it in your dust and splinters and rubble if you want.
Okay, so there used to be a key here.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. So someone's been here recently. I mean, actually, someone's probably down here.
See down this way?
Yeah, no, as you get down this way, you can hear the voices quite clearly. You can tell that they are coming from inside this room. As you look into the room, you see a bit of a carpet and some light coming from within, and you can see the you can hear the voices coming from within.
But like, what's behind me?
Behind you is just more corridor, and then there's a little entrance here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go into this room.
My
Like
God.
sword out, yelling, screaming at them.
I'd like you all to roll initiative.
I
we can
got
get better.
an 11.
1-5.
Okay. This is fucking awesome.
I got 18.
Kazuki, as you enter this area, you can see there's 4 people sat at a table. Looks like they're having a meeting. There's like maps and some goblets with some alcohol or drinks of some sort in it. And as you enter in, like yelling with your sword drawn, one of them stands up and goes, "What?" And then they all stand up. They all pull out. 2 of them pull out scimitars. 2 of them pull out crossbows, and they just kind of form a bit of a line here. Just caught off by surprise. That's kind of all they can do, is they just kind of inch forward, forming a bit of a line in front of you, and they just kind of stand there for a second. Sorry, let me get everyone's initiative again real quick.
But Colin, what do you think's down this way?
Sorry, what was everyone's initiative?
18 is
11.
mine.
11 for Kazuki, 18 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'll deal with Kazuki first. So Kazuki, you kind of run in and like sword drawn. Where did the music go? That's what I want to know.
Video pause. Continue watching.
What the fuck?
Tapped out.
No, it wasn't because I tabbed out. It's because I just. Oh yeah, it was because I was tabbed out. I pick.
Yeah, Colin, what do you think is down this way?
You'll find out in a fucking second.
I hope it's like 10 more cultists.
10 more
'Cause-
cultists.
Yeah, Kazuki's fine doing whatever Kazuki's doing over there. So we'll just see what's over here.
All right.
The jazz,
So-
the music is gone. You tabbed out.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. God damn it. I keep forgetting to click on the thing at the bottom, not tab out. Alright. So, Kazuki, as you enter this room, they all step forward and just very confused. One of them steps forward and goes, Can we help you?
You didn't fill in the turn order.
What did you say you were? Wait, what?
What?
Oh, there it is. There it is. They just look at the guy steps forward and goes, "Can we help you?"
No. And I throw a dart at him and then run away.
Okay, I'll give you the first attack because technically it hasn't started yet. Okay, roll to hit your dart, I guess.
You can double click the turn order to make it.
What? Okay, hold on. I need my sheet with all my fucking abilities on it. Okay, I rolled a 17.
A 17. Okay, I'm fairly certain that's going to hit. Yeah, that's going to hit. So roll your damage.
Okay, hold on a second. Bum. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. I have so many abilities. Ah, there it is. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Kensei Shot, which makes this dart do more damage. Because it is a Kensei weapon.
Okay,
Okay, so I get 2d4.
go for it.
Made your dart your Kensei weapon. That's crazy.
Well, I get 2. 4 damage.
Okay, 4 damage.
Plus 3 for, so 7 damage.
Okay. 7 damage. 7 damage. He kind of just takes that in the chest and just like out of confusion and pain. He just and he looks up and you're gone and
Yeah,
he
I'm out
just
here
looks,
like,
he
guys, cultists!
he looks around and he's like, what the fuck? And yeah, then I will deal with you guys. You see as you enter just a pit of, why didn't that work? As you enter this area, you can just see a pit of skeletons. Probably about 10, 15 maybe. Skeletons just pushed up in the room. Oh wait, never mind, I don't even have to ask.
Is the initiative broken for everyone or just me?
What's broken with it?
You never filled it in.
I did fill
Yeah,
it
it
in.
just says turn order enemy 0.
I did fill it in, but they're... What the fuck?
Just say when it's our turn, and we could just trust you.
I will just keep everyone's initiative. Okay. I will keep track of it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so... First off...
Remember, I have Shorson right after me as well.
Sorry?
Remember, I have Shorson after me.
Shorson? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, this guy runs out, and out of just pure confusion, runs out here, and is like, what the fuck? And he just kind of draws a scimitar and just holds it up, and he's just kind of being like, I was just trying to talk to you, man.
I don't need to talk to cultists. That's fine.
He's just stunned. He doesn't have words. He's bleeding from his chest, and he just doesn't even know what to say. And Yask, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to move. Hold on, I need to grab my thing. I'm going to move over to Kazuki. It's so hard not to say Zenith. And I'm going to just throw a dagger. And I get sneak attack on this, right? Is I'm next to him?
Next to...
Kazuki. If I'm next...
The enemy has to be within 5 feet of
Yeah.
your ally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just throw a dagger.
All right.
Just keep throwing shit at him.
This is Hall of the Mountain King. What the fuck? Why is it playing Hall of the Mountain King?
Ah, fuck. I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10.
You get a chicken.
That doesn't hit.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to help Kazuki.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Green
Awesome.
pods. Dress has minimized their application.
Fuck! I'll get good at this eventually. Don't worry about it. Okay. So you. All right. You throw your. What did you throw? Dagger?
Yes, I threw a dagger.
Okay. Yeah. So you throw your dagger and it doesn't quite make it. It's a little short. It kind of like fumbled out of your hands as it threw, and it kind of just like pings on the ground in front of him, and he looks up and goes, "If we just want to talk."
And start talking.
Stop throwing things at me. And he's bleeding out of his chest, and he just gestures to it and goes, what the fuck?
I don't trust a bleeding man.
Do you end your turn there?
No. Kazuki did it.
Do you end your turn there?
Yes, but yes.
You're gonna make a great parent. Your kid's gonna come up to you with a cut. You're gonna be like, Dad, I cut my fingers. I don't believe you. You're bleeding.
All right.
No, you didn't.
With that, it is this guy. No, shit. Fuck. Damn it. Fuck. What'd I do? It's this guy's turn now. He's gonna.
Oh, there's 2 enemies on the turn now.
Yeah, he's gonna run up and he's gonna just stand behind this guy and go, "What's going on, boss?" And he just turns around to the guy and points at his chest as it's bleeding and goes, "What the fuck?" And then the guy looks at him and goes, "What the fuck?" And they're just kind of just looking at you guys going like, "Why? Why?
I never trust a man with a bleeding friend.
Why?" They're so confused. They are just in awe. They don't know. And then this guy kicks open this door, so it's open all the way. And then he will end his turn. And that would lead us to Kazuki.
Oh, it's my turn again?
Yeah, initiative.
What
boy.
happened to me?
Well, he started it.
Okay.
He got the first attack, and then initiative started.
Oh boy, what to do?
So this door
I'm
is
just
out
gonna-
here
I'm
now.
just gonna hold my ground.
Okay.
And what are the other actions I can take? There's dodge. I feel like there's a guard one.
Actions you can take. You can take your attack action, you can cast a spell, you can dash, you can choose to disengage, you can take the dodge action, you can try to escape a grapple, you can grapple an enemy, you can take the help action, a hide, improvise, ready, search,
Oh,
shove,
okay.
or stabilize.
Uh,
I have notes.
I'm just gonna dodge, I guess.
You're just gonna take the
Just-
Yep.
Can I ask how often you read that Four Idiots group?
I just literally just scrolled through everything because I don't have the time for it right now. But every once in a while I do check it. Yep. So you're just gonna take the dodge action and end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is looking more and more confused. Alright, and then it's gonna be this guy's turn. And he's going to run up here as well and just kind of look out at you guys and be like, and he looks at his boss, at the guy who's bleeding, and he goes, "What the fuck?" Like, they're all just in awe of what's happening right now and just look up at you. And this guy actually does choose to attack. He pulls up a short crossbow. And he is going to fire it at Kazuki because he saw them throw a fucking blade at him.
Okay. They get disadvantage, right?
For
Because I took the dodge action.
yes, sorry, I forgot about that. It is one. That is a 14 to hit. Oh wait, no, sorry, not 14. That is a 16 to hit. Sorry.
Nope.
No. Okay. All right.
Suck it.
Cool. So it whizzes past you and lodges itself into the wall behind you, and then his boss kind of looks at him and goes, "Dude, just don't. Let's figure this out." And we move on to Peller.
Okay. I see them like starting to come out. I didn't even know that there was like people there. It's my turn. I'm like, okay, so I come up. Let's see how much movement I can go right up to here. I'm like, whoa, hey, we don't need to fight this out. We're just investigating something. We're here checking for a smell.
Okay. And the guy who's bleeding kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, we could have had a conversation, but I think it's escalated past that at this point. Unless you want to continue a conversation while I bleed out."
Was it a dagger or was it a dart? Like, I say this out of character.
It is the dart.
Okay. Dude, it's a dart. You're not gonna bleed out.
It fucking hurt.
I believe that, and I apologize on behalf of my friend here, but if we can put our weapons down and talk this out.
I suppose we could work that out.
So we're just looking, just like some guy paid us to figure out why there's been a smell coming from this building, and so we were looking around. It looked abandoned. We didn't know you were here.
Okay. Wait, if we're gonna talk, let's do it in here. This hallway's gross and cold. And do you do anything else?
I actively take the dodge action, like, so in case someone tries to jump me.
Okay, cool. So this guy, it's this guy's turn. He steps forward and he goes, "What's going on?" And then the guy who's got the dart in his chest turns around and goes, "Go back inside." And they all just start to file back. That's not what I wanted to move. They all just start to kind of file back into the room. Do you guys want to follow?
I will.
Okay.
I like turn back to Kizuki. I'm like, you can't just attack people on a whim.
Right.
Go on.
It's a dungeon with skeletons in it. They're
I'm going to stand outside. I'm not going into a small room with 4 unknown men.
The guy with the guy with the dagger in his chest, as you enter the room, kind of like gestures like his hand forward and says, "Just keep your distance, okay?" No.
Keep distance. Okay.
I will stand
Just
at the
keep your
corner of
distance.
the
We
door.
can talk from a ways.
All right. This is where I'll stand.
Okay.
Can you put like they went in before me, right? So, can you put Shorson like right here?
Yes, I've completely forgot to pull out Shorson. Shorson where? Like here?
Like right, like one up.
One up? Okay.
Yeah. By the way, like I know like flavor-wise I throw him out, but according to like Artificer, that's not something I have to do. It's just kind of there.
No,
right?
no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Cool.
Okay, so he's just there in case something happens.
For sure. For sure. So, as you guys, or I guess, is only Peller going in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing at the doorway.
So as Peller enters the room, there's 4 bandits. There's the 4 people. They've regained their seats. They've gone back and they've sat down. And one of them takes a sip of his drink. The other guy, the guy who got hit by with a dart, he sits down and he kind of just looks at the tiny hole in his chest and just is kind of in disbelief of what just happened. And,
All right, so
yeah, he's like, "What do you guys want?"
I'll give you a little bit of background. I'm not from here, and I probably won't
I don't
be here
care
for
about the
long.
background. What the fuck are you doing here?
We were paid to find out the source of a rotten smell that seemed to come from this building.
Okay.
So we came in, we found a severed head upstairs, and there seems to be a lot of decomposed corpses down here. We weren't paid to stop you or anything. We were paid to get rid of the smell. So if you guys just want to, be mindful of the people that I'm assuming you're trying to hide from, it might be a good idea to mask this scent.
Oh, I appreciate your concern, but we're trying to do something here, and scent's really the last thing that concerns us. If it's gonna smell, it's gonna smell.
Well, what about the people that it might attract? We're here because of it.
Well, if people come, they come. You did see the skeletons, right?
Yeah. There's quite a few of them.
People come.
Interesting. Do you have an intention of adding us to the pile? Will that be an issue?
Depends on how this conversation goes. Speaking of which, I really don't feel comfortable not being able to see the rest of your people.
I'm in the doorway.
Kazuki, like, at least stand in the door.
Like shuffling,
Yeah, you can shuffle. You can shuffle in there.
It's all three of us. There's no more here.
just like poking my head around the corner.
That's it.
Nothing else.
Okay. We can talk now. So, there's a smell. What do you want me to do about it? We got bodies to
Honestly,
hide.
It probably wouldn't be an issue if you kept them down here, but you've got a severed head up on the main floor.
Shit happens, man. Heads get flown, bodies get left around. It just happens, man.
Alright, well, you asked me if there was something you should do about it.
Well, I don't
would
fucking know
recommend
what you
leave it.
want me to. I don't care. If it smells, it smells. I don't mind the smell. And he kind of looks to his patron or the other guys. And he's like, "Do you guys mind the smell?" And they're like, "No, it smells. I don't mind." And he just looks up
Alright,
and he goes,
I look back and forth, like from like the two at the door and back to them, and so I look back at the guys at the table, but I speak telepathically to the two here at the door. I say, "What if we decide to quote unquote leave them alone, and then we just do what we were going to do from the start and burn down the building above?"
That sounds fine to me, honestly.
Right. So, I masked me waiting for them to respond telepathically to me by just sighing. I'm like, okay. You know what? It's honestly, we're not getting paid that much, and this seems like too much of a drag to deal with.
"Okay."
You guys do what you want, as long as you don't come looking for us, because we don't care. We're leaving town soon. So,
Okay.
may we go?
Yeah, that's the problem. And he stands up, and he doesn't really take a step forward, but he just kind of pushes his chair back and he stands up. He puts his hand out towards Zenith, and like he just extends his hand out towards Zenith and
Dina?
not Zenith, Kazuki, Kazuki and Cullen. And when he extends his hand, the door behind you just slams shut, and you hear it lock.
I mean, I'm in the doorway.
Make a strength save
Oh boy.
Okay.
with disadvantage because
yeah,
you got
with
caught off guard.
disadvantage.
Actually,
You got caught off guard.
Can I just help him and just make it just a normal roll?
Sure. If you choose to fail it. You can help him if you choose to fail it.
Yeah, I'll give him help so we get the one roll.
Okay.
Hope you keep it open so that my defender can come in.
What'd you get? 8?
4.
4?
You're good at that.
4.
4? Okay. So the door slams shut, and both of you are actually hit in the back by the door, caught off guard, and you both fly forward about 5 feet, and the door slams shut and does lock behind you.
Awesome.
And the guy just goes, "Unfortunately, people who know our whereabouts, well, you know what happens to them."
Unfortunately, you're a dick.
Ah, as that may be true. Your fall is near.
Well, I didn't want to kill you guys, but I guess say your prayers.
Well, shall we do this? And as he says, "Shall we do this?" everyone stands up and kicks their chairs back. Their chairs kick back and hit the walls behind them, kind of like breaking their leg, just like kind of like splinters just kind of pour out on the ground around where they are as they kick these chairs back, and they just all stand there. The two of them ready their scimitars, and 2 of them ready their crossbows, and they just point them at all of you. And that's where we're going to enter today.
God damn it.
Okay.
And I mean, unless it'll take probably another few hours, so I don't think we have time.
I don't
Yeah.
have time for
Yeah.
another few hours.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yep. No. So
That's a good place to end. I hate it.
I think it is a good place to end. Yep. So
Man, you really take inspiration from Critical Role on that one, don't you?
what?
Just ending it right before the fight.
Well, fuck, what do you want? You want to start the hour-long combat that's probably about to take place? Like, it took you guys like an hour and a half to kill a fucking demon dragon thing.
Not really an hour and a half.
It took like an hour, yeah.
Dude.
Like, it took
So,
quite
okay,
a while.
I have a question.
Okay.
So what happens when... What the fuck was this guy's name? What's this guy's name? Zag. What do we do with Zag next session?
It
Zag,
just crawls in through a hole.
we'll figure out Zag, but it's gonna be a little difficult to incorporate him at this point.
He's 2 feet tall. He could crawl in.
He probably could, but at the same time, since he's on the ship right now in the brig, is the problem.
No, he was let loose, I thought, unless they recaptured
Well,
him.
they wouldn't just leave a goblin like running around. They would have recaptured him.
That's completely fair.
Yeah. So it's he might have to spend the first hour or so. I don't know how I'd incorporate him in. But we'll figure it out. I have a week. I have a week to figure it out.
That's fair.
But hey, we did what we did. It happened, and I think that's all there is to say. So, things happen.
Fun.
Things are gonna happen next week. Same time, same place. If you want to watch the whole VOD, it's going to be on my VOD channel, and then I'm going to put a condensed version out. Probably cut the 4-hour VOD down into maybe an hour and a half or so. Put it on my main channel. So, look out for that. But, until next time, I have been the Jazzman. Thank you for joining me and my friends here in Amostifan. Have a good week. Peace.